Well, hello everyone, and welcome to D&D with R&D, our weekly delve into what was once the Underdark, and now is just some other world that we're in. But it's not where we are now. We're definitely surface-bound creatures and ready to pick up the game where we left off. And to remind us, see how I segued that into to remind us of where we were last time, I will hand it over to Micro.
Last time, we went to the library.
More exciting than it sounds.
Yes, we did competitive librarying with the bad guys.
Yes, that's basically it. True.
It's not an untrue statement. And we won. So now we have...
After kind of cheating a little bit, because we told the guy up front to not tell them what we know.
But he was.
That's not cheating.
Jerks. Yeah.
That's not cheating.
He was just withholding some information. It was rumor anyway.
We have the books. We have a book, and we have a code word, and it should hopefully, if we say it, take us into a extra-dimensional plane of some description, where there is probably gonna be a corrupted bard or magic user of some description. And possibly Scrags?
We don't know.
So we left off right before...
Hopefully Scrags.
Well, hopefully for us. I think if he is there, he's probably not leaving. Knowing Felix.
True.
But yes, we left off right as we all held hands. And we're about to go... say the word. Go into the place. Hopefully.
That sounds about right. So, you're all sitting there, or standing there, with the book in hand, what you think is the magic password in hand. I can't remember these two names. Antonio and Walter? Wayne?
Yes. Walter.
Antonio and Walter both let go of your hands, and they look really nervous. They're like, I know we came along, but this really isn't our thing. To go into dangerous places and stuff. But we know that we need to be useful. So, would it be okay with you all that rather than going into danger, because we don't know how to deal with that, we use our skills out here? You were trying to find more information about those fiends that we found in Black Ash, and we have a whole library and two people who know how to do research.
Yes, excellent ideas. Excellent idea. Yes,
I agree.
I also have another idea. Oh. One more little thing that you guys can do. If we say the magic word and we vanish, but the book stays behind.
Mm-hmm.
We did discuss earlier about having the library make a copy of the book, which leaves the book out of commission for a month.
That would be correct.
So if we disappear, but the book's left behind, ask them to make a copy of it so that the other people can't get a hold of it while we're gone.
Well, when we come back, won't we then reappear in the house of bind, where they bind the books?
Well,
who cares?
Feign ignorance.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make
this
it.
Wasn't where we were when we went into the book. That's odd.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, how did we get here? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that works.
All right.
Wow, that was
like
a weird thing. Continue.
Would it be okay if you fronted us the money for paying for the book binding? It is pricey.
Of course.
And,
I think it's like 50 gold P or something.
Yeah, and we're college students. We can't afford this shit.
No.
Can we also give them a little bit of money to live on while they're here too? Since they're already working for us.
For snacks.
I can just give them 100.
It's 100 gold pieces to translate. Oh, so sorry to transfer it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
100 gold pieces.
Okay, make it 150.
One.
Oh, 150.
Okay.
150 to pay for lounge. Technically, they already have lodging paid for because it's going to be on your tab regardless. But
still, a little food, a little drink, a little walking around money.
okay, they will gladly take your 150, and they'll stand nearby and watch you all go because they need the book. So yeah, that leaves tWO, Shala, and you four.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, and I guess Buttercup too, right? Because you turned her into like a bipedal robot, right,
Who?
Chrissy? Buttercup.
Oh yeah, Buttercup. Yes, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. Yeah, Buttercup too.
Yeah, so she's just a more humanoid-looking robot, but she is coming along. Okay, and I think that's everybody. Okie dokie. So yeah, you all ready? I don't even remember the words. You all ready to say the words?
Yeah.
Oh, real quick before we go.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to take my sending stone and tap it twice. And I'm doing this last minute, so I have to think.
Okay. Are you gonna send a message, or are you just gonna think about it?
Yeah, I'm gonna send a message.
You're gonna send it now, but you'll tell me what it says later.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a message letting Claire know, like, innovate in the usual code sense that we've been doing, that we found it before we go.
Okie dokes. All right. So, anything else you all want to do before you jump into this mysterious place?
No.
Nope.
Okay. As you all circle around, I'm gonna guess Felix because she seems to take the lead. Hold hands. One of you holding the book, and all of you, or Felix says the words, "Harper's at Twilight." With those words, all 6 of you, for all of you equally, everything goes blindingly white. You have the sensation of falling, and then land on what you can't quite see yet. It's just so bright here, and as you feel around, feels like nice, soft grass. And as your eyes adjust to the brightness of where you are, you have been in a library for a couple of days now. You realize that you are outside. Let me take you there. There you go. You realize that you are sitting outside now. Trees are surrounding you. You are down here in this little part. Trees surrounding you, soothing sounds of nature all around you. The sun is nice and bright up in the sky. It's this great ideal temperature where it feels very comfortable. You don't feel like you need more layers or less layers. It just feels right to be here. Etsley, your snake body is like, I'm so relaxed.
Especially since I just shed old skin and I have fresh scales.
It feels nice. There's a nice breeze. You see that all the trees around you, or not all of them, but there's a lot of wisteria trees around you, all of them in full bloom.
No maple?
No maples. We don't like maples in this house. Everything in full bloom, and it's just a very nice, pleasant area that you find yourself in.
Okay, so remember our story. It was about the Harpers, and they're the guy who sort of started the Harpers, became contaminated and suspicious and paranoid. Yeah,
I don't think he started them. He joined them, and then.
No, I think he started them.
He joined them. He joined the Harpers.
Okay.
Yeah,
and then.
And then they locked him up in a pocket dimension to keep him from spreading the corruption that he had obtained.
Yes. Hope.
No, but before that, he was a bard and a very well-known bard, and took down evil kings and saved civilizations and all that jazz. But then got corrupted and became evil. Now stuck in a demi-plane somewhere.
So I guess we gotta go find him and help him.
Assuming this is that demi-plane.
And just
Let's
a
just go.
reminder.
Let's just. Also, do we have the book?
Nope. Definitely not with.
Okay, so I was correct.
Yes.
So I was correct in my assumption.
Just to remind you,
I think that was a very smart move.
It was.
Actually.
Thank you.
Ardent Quill is the guy's name.
I mean, I do have an 18 to like a +4 to intelligence, so I'm pretty smart.
Can you just write that in the chat so I know what
Yeah, I was going to, and then everything kind of was like, I want to refresh right now.
Oh, lovely.
How refreshing.
There you go. You're looking, or Aaron Quill is the person that the book or the play that you read. That's his name. And the Harpers are the secret organization that he.
Oh, exclusive. They were
Exclusive, yeah. Secret is probably putting in a little too much more secret. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're like the
Secret is the
Avengers,
organization
basically.
I come from.
yes.
They're exclusive.
They're exclusive, yes. But they are a bunch of do-gooders who do a bunch of do-goody things.
That do good.
They do good. All right. So yeah, this is Wisteria.
Does it
Wisteria
look like,
Vale.
does it look like there's any people around?
I mean, there's a road and there's houses up ahead.
Yeah, but like
you're a little far from probably being able to tell.
okay, but like
I was about to say we're right here, so we would need to walk it. Like,
Yeah, you're
actually.
no,
see
it's
where
more
we
like
are.
you can usually tell from a distance if is there smoke coming out of the chimney?
Oh, so that's the kind of stuff.
Like do the houses look like they're dilapidated and falling apart?
From where you are, they look fine. They look like
Okay.
houses. It doesn't look super active, but it's also like the middle of the day, so things like fire might not be necessary.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
that's it's the difference between like just no one's here and ghost town that has been abandoned for hundreds of years and is falling apart. Just
Yeah, that's about what you
We're-
get without getting closer.
okay, that's fine.
we're wearing our fancy clothes, right? We
I
decided.
believe so. I believe that's what you.
I
Yes.
don't think I am.
I mean, if you want to change out of them or keep them on or change into them, now is the time to do it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't have mine on.
I feel like I
don't-
should.
I don't remember
Gear
having
up.
mine on.
Yeah. So yes, the thing about not having fancy clothes or having fancy clothes is it's your AC is going to be 10 plus your dexterity.
Unless you're me.
Unless you're you. And then your clothes are likely to get battle damage.
Yeah, I'm
Because they're
gonna
regular ass clothes.
Mhm.
I'm gonna change back to my normal wizard's robe.
I'll change back into my armor. Go, yeah, better.
I don't think I ever put my fancy clothes on, so
Yeah.
It's like when you're in a library, you don't want to clank around, clank all the time.
I have leather armor anyway. So
Yeah. But everyone, I think you were wearing because you were trying to get information and stuff. So you guys were being pretty good about that kind of stuff. All right.
My normal clothes is pretty fancy too. So
Yeah, I don't think you look too bad. Where did I put these things? I swear.
Your normal clothes is a fishbowl.
It's true.
okay,
yeah, you're a fish. So technically, you don't wear clothes.
Technically, you don't wear
Trevor's normal clothes.
Technically, you are a naked freshwater fish.
Naked freshwater. I love that.
have scales.
Frankly, I'm okay with that. What I think is weird is that we walk around with a well-dressed zombie. Sometimes the zombies
not a-
that
That
are
is-
dressed.
you're
Not a
wrong.
zombie. He's not a
You're
zombie.
not
he's a
wrong. It is
skeleton.
weird.
We're walking around with a well-dressed skeleton.
Yes. As you all are sitting here trying to figure out your outfits for the day, you
Our
very
OOTD.
noticeably, it's like you came in here and it's nice and refreshing. The wisteria blooms just smell so nice. And as you're sitting here talking, that smell, that nice fresh smell, it just goes away. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't change to something else. It just goes away.
Did the wind blow?
If we're down here,
lovely...
we're right next to the trees, right?
Yeah, you're right next to the trees. Like you're at the edge of the forest. Yeah.
Can someone go up and like straight up to the tree and actually like smell them to see if the smell is still there? Do that.
All right, I'll go smell a tree.
Yeah. You can float, so it's
might as well hug it while you're at it.
I'll hug the tree.
Hug the tree, yeah. It's
I'll kind of rub up against it a little bit.
Very nice and soft. No, those blooms don't smell like anything anymore. You shove it right up your nose. It's nothing.
All right, I think we should get out of this place before too much else degrades. Let's go meet the locals. Can't wait.
All right, which way y'all?
Yeah, let's figure out exactly where we are before we go searching.
All right, question for the DM. So obviously this is an overhead map, but as we're walking into the town, some of the buildings are of much different sizes. Mm-hmm. Are those like outhouses or are they just tiny houses?
They're just smaller buildings, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of just buildings hanging around. So which way do you all want to go? You have two obvious paths, but you can do whatever you want. So which way, where do you want to go and how do you want to get there?
Well, I think the Tess Square.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Christy, you need to get out of my head.
Okay.
It seems like a peaceful, not
killing you
place.
as you sleep place.
See, that's what we thought about that other town we were in.
No, that town was creepy from the start. To be
that had creepiness.
I'm just saying.
What
don't judge a book by its cover.
Thought about that town.
I was under a spell. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Just because it looks nice, don't mean it is nice.
All right, we'll go. Let's just go.
Okay, which path? Left, right?
I think it's the right to the center.
To the center of town. Okay.
Yes.
All right, perfect. So you're just going to take the road? Just jaunt on down the road?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So you jaunt down the road. And as you get closer and closer to the houses, you do start to hear the chatter of people, the moving of stuff. Things are getting moved around, squeaky wheels of carts, kids laughing, normal town stuff. And as you get towards this first intersection and you look around, you see, let's start with these two. You see a short dwarven woman with a scar on her right eye, like just below her right eye, long blonde hair, and next to her holding hands with a slightly older looking dwarven man with a long spiky beard. And they're just kind of walking together, holding hands. They just seem to be having a nice little walk. And they both spot you and kind of tilt their heads at you and then give you a big wave. It's like, yell out, "Oh, hey there, strangers."
Preet, you're good with people.
Hey, fare thee well, friend. We are new to this area. Where have we found ourselves?
Very clearly, we have. Wow, what a month we've had here, sweetie. Like it's been. I hadn't seen new visitors, and all of a sudden we got one new visitor, and now 6 new visitors.
Oh,
I've never seen the Wisteria Vale be so popular.
Well, I guess something must have occurred. Who was the first person that you bumped into? Who preceded us?
About let's see, say about a month ago. This what's his name, Reknor, something like that. I don't know what he's, some sort of creature, lots of eyeballs, kind of floats around, looks a little funky, but we don't judge around here. He's made real good friends with Quill. They've been hanging up in his mansion this whole time.
Oh, Errant Quill?
Yeah. Love that guy. Have you heard all of his great tales? What a fantastic individual. He is just the most popular person here. He's done so much good. Always such a great guy. We absolutely love him. Especially all those tales of him taking down kings and all those evil governors. Oh, what a fantastic guy. Yeah, no, he's usually up in his manor and been hanging a whole lot with Ragnar. I gotta say, ever since that Ragnar guy showed up, he's been might be a bit of a bad influence.
What's changed? Is Quill
he used to come down here all the time. He used to come down to the tavern. He used to like chat with us, and it's been like a couple of weeks since we've seen him.
You haven't heard anything? Is there still activity at his house?
Yeah, the people go in and out. People go work. All the servants and stuff say that they talk to him and see him, but it's just not as sociable as he used to be.
Well,
yeah.
That sounds concerning.
Well, it was around that time the little goblin showed up like 2 weeks ago too.
A goblin and a floating thing of eyeballs. Oh my gosh.
A little goblin.
Edsley's gonna look over at Felix and just give her a look like,
Yeah, no, that goblin, he showed up kind of rude, but we try not to judge people too much. A little rude, but he came around, and then I don't think I've seen him again. He went into the manor and never saw him again. What happened to that guy?
Rude in what way? Like foul-mouthed or surly or just like proud? What kind of rude was he?
Just a little full of himself, a little quick to anger.
Kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
But, we're all friendly here, so we gave him a nice, friendly, hospitality and all that. But yeah, he showed up and then disappeared. Really haven't seen him since.
Oh, well, how often do people get up to the house? Do they go up in the mornings to work, or are they going in and out at all hours?
Most of the servants, the ones who don't live at the manor, they go, they show up bright and early, most of them before sunrise.
Aaron's really done well for himself.
Oh, he has. He showed up and just made himself at home here and been living here for I don't even know how long.
Well,
been great for the village.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if we are in fact in a pocket dimension or if we've been teleported to somewhere normally on the material plane?
How are you gonna do that? What are you gonna use? What is your plan to figure that out?
That is a good question.
Yes.
Wait, does the sending stone work across?
Nope.
You would know as a magic user that it does not. It only works if you're on the same plane.
So that would be.
So I'm sure if Etsley tried, she wouldn't be able to get a hold of Claire. That's why I did it before we went.
Yeah. Then that might be. That could be one way. Yeah, but that's true. I don't really have a way of like. I mean, a pocket dimension usually has an end. So like, does it look like?
From where you're standing, like if you look around, like there's a horizon, there's clouds, and
It's not like there's not like fair enough.
Yeah, it's not like there's walls or anything.
Or like the wall doesn't just stop at some point.
I put it in chat, but I think we're in the story.
Well, if you wanted to check, why don't you like fire an arrow in the air and see if it how far it goes?
Well, not right now with people staring at us.
Besides, I was in the middle of a conversation, so yeah.
I know they don't judge. I know they say they don't judge, but they definitely judge.
I can fire a crossbow bolt.
Oh well,
I mean, more questions for the NPC, by the way.
Oh, okay, yeah. You may ask me all the questions. You were having quite an interesting conversation.
We were.
Like demiplanes? What's a demiplane? Never heard of such a
Plane.
thing.
It's a plane named Demi.
Have you ever heard of Demi Moore? Demi Lovato?
Oh, are they like actors?
Yes.
Singers? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, they're bards.
Bards. Okay.
Bards, yeah.
Lore bards, of course.
Lore bards,
So
yeah.
is Demi playing like a famous one?
Demi Plane is like the least famous of the three Demis.
Mhm.
I think they're going to get together and have a music group, though, and I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah.
So Quill, how did he help the village? I know you said he was a good person. He employs a lot of people. Is it mostly just him employing people, or has he built stuff? Has he organized things?
Oh no, he mostly just shows up for our festivals. He's just a nice guy. Pays us good money and all that.
Oh well, might have to go pay him a visit. Is there anywhere else in town we should see before we check in?
There's plenty of places. You can try the farms. Have lots of produce if you want them. We got some inns. We got a shoe store. Might be clothes and things like that.
Well, yeah.
We're at the market's not quite open yet, but if you hang around, the market will start up soon. Otherwise, it's mostly just homes, houses, all the people who live here.
Okay, yeah, maybe we'll go check out in the market stalls or just here across the square.
Oh yeah, you can. He points over to this big old thing. That's a market stall right there. A few of the farmers bring up their goods, and we buy them, and we're very self-sufficient in here.
Serve breakfast?
It's a little late for breakfast, but I'm sure you can get some.
Oh, is it?
It's never too late for breakfast.
The sun is at solid noon at the moment.
Oh, sorry.
Breakfast
I guess
can happen
I
at
lost
any time
all
of the day.
track of time when we were traveling. Well, maybe lunch then. Do any of the inns serve lunch?
Oh yeah, go down the where are you at? Yeah, just go down to that big old building right down there, and he points to this grayish bluish building. It's called the Bloom's Rest. It's got an inn, a little tavern. I'm sure. What is your name? Oh, there you are. I just gotta pick one. I'm sure Valens will love to serve you a good breakfast. He's quite the good cook.
Oh, sounds lovely. And I don't mean to, I'm sure that Preet here will be very embarrassed by my saying so, but he is an incredibly good bard himself.
I could, be persuaded to perhaps sing a song or two or tell a rousing tale, an epic poem.
We do have Quill is throwing a big party tonight. They might need some performers.
Ooh,
wonderful!
At its mansion?
Oh yeah, big ordeal. They're all people have been busy trying to set it up all day.
We just came from a party. We have fancy clothes.
Yeah,
with us.
Look, how serendipitous.
Yes. Wow, it was meant to be.
So is this an invitation only, or is the whole village invited?
Oh, the whole village, but you're. I guess you're welcome to come as our +1. We always love having company. We don't have very often, but we love to have it.
Oh, that sounds great. Yeah, I think I'm getting a bit peckish. Should we go check out the tavern?
Has a question for the DM?
Yes.
Does the blooming of the flowers and the how it looks match the season from what the season was when we took off?
What season were we in?
Yeah, that's a really good question.
You were in winter in the southern hemisphere, so summer. Sorry, you were in summer in the southern hemisphere. I was thinking about it as I'm from the north.
Yeah.
So you were in the
R&D. We don't need to know what hemisphere, just what season.
It does matter.
That matters.
Does it?
Yes, because we could be in the northern hemisphere.
Mm-hmm. So it was summer, and now it is. So wisteria blooms. If nothing else, wisteria blooms in the spring. So it's almost either, depending on how you want to think about it, they're either blooming way late or way. They either should have already bloomed for you guys like 2 months ago,
Okay.
or they're ahead by
Okay.
by several months.
Okay, so there might be a discrepancy there. Okay. Just
Yes.
wanted to know. Trying to figure out where the fuck we are.
All right. But yeah, well, if you don't, I think we'll continue with our nice walk. It was a pleasure to meet all of you.
Oh, likewise.
Very lovely
Please
people.
stop by at the tavern for my performance.
Oh yes, very. We look forward to it. And they just walk away holding hands. Cute little couple.
All right. So you guys getting a creepy vibe off this place too, or is this place okay?
No, not particular.
Not particularly, but you know me.
There's something up with the place, I think.
Can you contact Claire from here?
Yes, I was about to ask that. I want to confirm that we are in fact in the third demi.
Yeah, I'll tap twice and see if she taps back.
So far you're not getting anything. I'll let you know when or if you do.
Okay, thank you.
I do tend to take Etsley's idea that we are in the story. That's kind of what I figured would happen, and it's what seems to be going on, which means
Was there a mention of a kind of party in the book?
No, not really.
I'm a little still. My memory's a bit fuzzy. Can anyone remind me exactly what the story, like all the details of the story that might be relevant here?
Man joins exclusive thing that fights evil. He gets really, really good at fighting evil, but ends up in the last
getting
battle,
corrupted while
by the
in
thing.
battle with evil.
Oh, becoming the thing. Oh, yeah. And we should
And
really
then
talk.
ends up
And
getting
then he-
banished into a pocket dimension, so he doesn't do evil.
Yeah, until they, in the hopes that they can that someday someone will come across someone who will be able to help him.
Okay. And did that sound like a?
And that could be us.
Could I roll to see if Preet would know? It sounded like a beholder that showed up. Well, roll intelligence to see.
Yeah, you can.
It probably won't go well, but.
Oh, to see what Ragnar is.
Yeah, no, that's a beholder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I mean, the description very much so matches a beholder.
Yes. Yeah. Without seeing it,
Okay.
but floating thing with eyes.
Yeah, things with many eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a beholder. There are other things with many eyes, but it floats around. It's a thing with many eyes.
Too many eyes.
Too many eyes.
There's a difference between many eyes and too many eyes.
Yeah. So more than likely.
many eyes. Too many eyes.
Horatio, why are you singing about things with too many eyes? It's so weird.
You started it.
Yeah.
But yes, what would you like to do next?
Right. So do we want to do more reconnaissance, or do we want to head up to the manor? What do people want to do?
I'd like to be able to see if we can't figure out what kind of beholder we're dealing with. Maybe we can get a little more information out of some people.
And also, I think it would be a good idea to go up along with the rest of the village so that we have a little bit more stealth on our side.
It's not a bad idea.
All sound like good things.
I mean, we are all assuming assuming that this beholder is in fact evil.
Well, duh.
Most beholders are.
Yeah, exactly.
But this one seems to be interesting.
Thank you, mysterious god that
This
rules
one
over
seems-
this world.
This is a beholder. It seems to be interacting and just being this guy's friend.
I'm gonna go with no. It's got an agenda, and it is.
And I'm sure it probably has
agenda-
something to do with this party.
Yeah.
Potentially.
And well,
I'm just saying, withhold our judgment until we have confirmation.
I'm already judging.
Is that when it starts
No.
shooting its rays at us? Is that when we
Yes.
stop
no,
judging?
I'm really not going to withhold judgment for that because
exactly.
that's just no. a beholder has come to a very powerful bard trapped in an alternate dimension because he wanted a buddy. No, he's coming because of information, because he has some sort of agenda, because he wants to get something out of the guy.
Mhm.
Beholders, even more than their evilness, are incredibly self-centered.
Yes.
Or if we're going based off the fact that we're in the story, he's probably the beholder. He's probably the creature that corrupts him. Just judging based off of what they just told us.
I think that I feel like we did learn about whoever it was that
Yeah, we did learn, and I don't think
I'll have to
it was
look at it.
beholder.
I'll have to reread that section, but
I think it was.
you
I
did.
think it was
Yeah.
like a wizard.
yeah.
Yeah, an archmage.
Yeah.
Turn evil by an evil crystal
Yes.
from the god Sarek, and then he touches the crystal, and because of his exposure to the crystal, becomes evil. So no, his last opponent, according to the
Meth.
play, is an archmage, not a beholder.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, if we're gonna go up to the house and we think there's a beholder there, should we have a plan, or at least like, what are we gonna do against a beholder? Dodge and throw shit?
Well, that's kind of why I was hoping to learn what kind of beholder we're
yeah.
Yeah,
dealing
that's
with.
what the blindness spell is for.
I hate to say
On
this.
which eye?
No,
All of them.
all of them. It's all one creature. It goes blind and then none of its magic works.
I think
One
beholder should be
idea,
one eye at a
and I
time.
hate one idea. I hate to say this. Well, really, I just now thought of two. So one, our first mission coming here is getting Scrags.
Well, assuming he's still here.
So that fucker's still here.
Well, there's more even than that. We're trying to find out if my
Yeah.
friends are here.
That's true. And I'm sure we'd be able to see if they are here at the party.
Well, if they're out partying, but what if they're in some sort of dungeon or...
Well, I mean,
Oh,
some of us can sneak off and go look in the dungeons while at the party. It's the best cover. And also, we have to think about how do we get back to the library.
yes.
I think one thing at a time. I think we've got to find Scrags. Probably we're going to get sucked into whatever drama is going on here because that's just the way it always works.
And I have a feeling that getting sucked into the drama that's going on here is how we're getting out of here.
You know, or we could just, let's just.
I think doing a bit.
I'm just throwing them out there so we're all thinking about it as we're planning.
And that is excellent. But
Out of character, I'm being unnecessarily smart today. Someone stop me.
just let's gather a bit more data before we
All right, let's
You
go
know?
wet our whistles.
To the tavern, to
Hell
the Blues
yeah.
Rest.
I
Good
can't whistle.
on. Yeah, see what they've got on tap.
Okay, so let's see. We'll go with these two. Okay. So yeah, the tavern, like I said, is this slightly grayish, bluish building at the top. It's called the Bloom's Rest Tavern. I need to look up things. As you approach the tavern, you all notice at the door, it looks like a normal ass door, but as you get closer, it doesn't change colors as much as like all the colors that it does have seem like super, super saturated. Like it almost looks like a cartoon. It's so like it doesn't even look like it belongs. Like it's a real door. Like the green of it really stands out. Like it just it looks like somebody just drew a door here, and you could have sworn it looked like a normal ass door beforehand, but right now it looks like a cartoon door.
Oh, that's odd.
Okay.
I opened the door.
Wait. If I put my hand on the door, does my hand look cartoony? Stop.
No, you put your hand on the door. The door works like a door should. It feels like a door. It's like the knob feels like it's a wood knob, but it feels like wood. It's nicely, it's nicely made, but it doesn't feel weird, and you don't feel weird. It's just the door looks weird. Just the door. Everything else looks fine. Just the door looks weird.
I'm telling you, we're in the story, or at least some part of it.
Yeah, well, let's just go in.
All of them plane is breaking down.
Well, isn't that fun?
As you enter the Bloom's Rest, you see in front of you a tall wood elf and a short just woman. Both of them behind the counter. They the wood elf is sitting there like cleaning the counter, and the woman is looks like she's carrying things from like boxes with supplies, carrots and things, from a pile near the back door over to the kitchen. And the wood elf spots you, is like, "Hey, oh, visitors! Wow, again, we haven't. Oh, when it rains, it pours. Well, welcome to Bloom's Rest. How can I help you?"
Oh, we're a bit parched. Can we get something to drink?
Oh yes. What are you interested in? We have some delicious water.
Anything besides
That was
water?
a joke. I'm just messing with you.
Oh, you got me
No.
good. You got me.
Yeah, no. We have some. We have the Quill Special. It's a beer we brew just here. You've probably heard about Aaron Quill. What a great guy.
Yeah.
He's got his own beer here.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, took me forever to get the recipe right, but now I have it, and best beer you'll ever have. So smooth. If you like a glass of that, we definitely have plenty here for you.
Well, from such a famous guy. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Love it.
Very well. Sit anywhere. No lunch rush today, but go ahead, sit wherever you like.
All right. Yeah.
There's a lot of empty tables. There does seem to be a stage where someone could perform if they wanted to, but no one else is here at the moment besides you, the six. So finding an empty spot, not that difficult.
Okay. Yeah, we'll order around for everyone, including the fish. Just dump it in and sit down.
The woman comes over. The human woman comes over. She's got big, tall hair, just made up nice and tall. Very. If it weren't for the fact that she was wearing like an apron and like work clothes, she looks very regal, just very pretty. Has one of those like a Madonna, moles on her cheeks. Just very nice looking woman. Comes over with one giant tray of beer, passes it around with a smile, greets you all. Well, welcome. I can't believe we have more visitors. You're the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're the God, I'm terrible at math. The 8th set of visitors. My goodness.
8?
In such a short time. Well, we had one not like about a month ago. We had one show up, and then about 2 weeks ago we had another. And it's been years since we had visitors. I didn't think anyone would like to come to our village, but now 6 of you. My goodness.
What can we say? We found ourselves drawn here.
We were wondering about that first fella, the one with the eyes that floats.
Oh yeah, Reknor. Yeah, he's a character. He's kind of polite, but mostly sticks to himself. He made real good friends with Quill. Oh yeah, like showed up. They've been great friends since he got here.
That's great. Can you tell me how many eyes he has? And what color he is?
I'm just gonna have to roll to see if she remembers. Let's see. Oh, she remembers pretty well. I'm gonna go with. It's got like one big eye in the middle, and then a bunch of squiggly, like maybe 6, 8. I don't know, something like I don't count. I feel like staring at something with that many eyes would be rude. So I didn't stare and count, but there's
There's definitely a high likelihood that you would get caught.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, his eyes are darting everywhere, but hasn't done anything besides shows up. He used to come down here all the time. Almost every night, Quill used to come down here and regale us with one of his great tales. Oh, what a famous guy! The kingdoms that he has taken down, and he just come down here, tell us his story. And he used to come down here with him all the time. But about 2 weeks ago, I haven't seen Quill. I don't think I've seen Ragnar either. It's been a while.
You said 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks. I would say about 2 weeks was the last time we saw him. Yeah.
The second person that came to visit. How long ago was it when he got here?
I probably around the same time, about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, rude little fella, but no, we try not to judge. Little goblin man, very rude, very snippy.
So when what's his name? Rancor?
Ragnar.
What would he do in town?
I don't know. Mostly hangs out with Quill, but he does float around. Keeps an eye on things. He's very good about telling people they're doing a good job, and he's very proud of them.
He compliments you?
Oh yeah, he says we are the best thing he's ever done, which is a weird compliment, but we'll take it.
Oh, that's interesting. Ever give you gifts or food or anything like that?
Oh no, we not really. He's never
just encouragement.
We don't have want for much around here. Everything's provided in our village. Plenty of food, plenty of beer, plenty of good company.
Fair enough. Sounds like a good life.
Yeah. Oh, a wonderful life.
And a quiet
Weather's
life.
always. Oh, it's so nice here. Weather's always nice. Couldn't have find a more beautiful place anywhere in the world.
Felix, anything else you wanted? I know she's just really curious about this place now that we're here.
What would does anybody ever commit crimes here, or is this a very peaceful place where nobody ever commits crimes?
Crimes here? Never. Oh no, we're so small. We all know each other. We're all friends. Worst thing you'll see is one of the kids will steal an apple from one of the farmers and gets a little spanking, but that's about it.
What are some of the lore of this village? Is it just a few decades old, several centuries? How deep does your history go? As a bard, she's trying to. We're gonna bard angle with lore and. Just trying to get a sense of.
I think I figured it out.
You know what? It's just been it's just a really nice town. Have I told you all the great stories about Quill? He's just such a great guy. Yeah, no, great guy. Is there anything I can get you guys for lunch?
Well, what do you have on the menu? Sorry.
Yes. What do you have?
Oh yes, we do have a food.
This game tonight is just interrogate the DM.
Interrogate the DM.
Well, when you do a mystery, you gotta. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes.
You gotta interrogate the DM. It's true. Okay.
I think I figured it out.
Today we got Sturge burgers.
Sturge burgers.
Yeah. You know what Sturge is? Little bird thing.
Yeah, they usually eat us. Now we're eating them.
Yeah. So that's the special for tonight. For today.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah.
And, if we could have a few of those.
Oh, sure thing. It'll take a minute. It's just me and my husband running the show, but give us a bit, hang out, relax.
Time.
And what's the currency? What currency is gold? You accept gold here?
Have I told you the great stories about Quill? Oh, what a fantastic guy!
Okay.
He's so popular. He has all the great stories. He used to come down here and tell us stories all the time. I'll get those burgers ready. You don't worry a bit.
Nice.
And she walks off.
How much do I know about beholders?
Oh. Roll up.
You're a smart guy, so I'm going to say...
Also necromancer?
Or nature or arcana, I guess, because they're kind of magical.
Other than your decision suddenly that beholders should be trusted and loved for who they are.
Exactly.
That is not what I said.
as people.
That is not what I said.
Don't you dare be treating them like
complimenting
So-
people is really weird, unless
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
minions or something.
No,
I will with a
because
24.
I think I know. I think Micro probably. I think Micro knows what's going on.
Okay.
I'm sure if Micro knows what's going on, this guy's pretty smart. What's your theory, dude?
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, you can take a gander, and I will try my best to confirm it without giving too much away. But
Beholders have this thing where their imagination becomes real. That's also how they reproduce. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking we are in the imagination of the beholder.
But isn't it the case with beholders? Sorry, just like
Yeah.
because that they dream things into existence, like other beholders and gazers. I don't know that they've ever dreamt a location into existence, and it's not. I mean, I know they dream, but I don't know that we could enter their dreams like a physical realm unless. Yeah, I don't know. It seems kind of complicated. I mean, maybe it's just kind of complicated.
It's
It wouldn't
and
explain why it's nice.
to sort of help Horatio out here, they do dream things into existence. Potentially, they could potentially dream up a whole demiplane, but there is this. You already found this rich history of Quill that exists in the real world. And somehow a book that gets you in here. And that's a lot of steps to get in here. If a beholder was creating his own demiplane, he probably wouldn't want people to he wouldn't just leave a library book, let alone
that's
part of a
true.
history. Like that's a little much. Like they probably are capable of making a demiplane, but they should probably live peacefully inside of it without.
Plus, here's the thing. So Quill and this beholder have pretty much gone missing for the past couple of weeks, and that's the same time that Scraggs got here and then also vanished. So, and then all of a sudden they're having a party.
Yeah, well,
We got to go to the party.
Well, I mean, that was obvious. We have Preet. I'm sure he would want to go to the party regardless.
yeah.
I'm just saying that they're saying it is like the way she phrased it. I feel like this world is very least fake in some way.
Oh, this is a fake world,
And
but
it
I don't
is
think it's
And
the
that-
beholder's fake world.
Because it seems to precede, Quill preceded the beholder.
Well, as far as they know.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. The beholder could just be, what's it called?
Scary.
A stand-in for the actual creator.
You think the beholder is Quill?
I don't think Quill created this place either. I think this place was created by the Harpers to put Quill in a nice place, and I think the beholder got in. Beholders are funny creatures. They are very all they care about is the beholders. So they wouldn't be making a nice place for people to be happy.
And
They might
complimenting
make a
them.
place to serve them or to own them, but to just have them hang around telling stories about some other guy? No, that's
weird.
something's wrong.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying the beholder is probably just someone else or something else in disguise.
It looks like a beholder.
Why would anybody want to just look like a beholder?
I don't know. Maybe it could be fun.
Maybe,
I don't know.
maybe
I'm
they got
not a
polymorphed
person that would
into
want to disguise myself. as a
Maybe it would
beholder.
be fun. I like that.
Maybe they got the polymorphed into it.
I think it is. If it looks like a beholder, I can't imagine it being anything but a beholder.
It probably is.
But
I'm just
We
saying.
should
we're
treat it
in
like
some-
it is, but
Yes, I'm just
Yes.
saying it's a bit of a
Behavior is
coincidence that we have a thing that can dream things into reality inside what appears to be a weirdly fake demi-plane.
And that the two of them just stop showing up in town after Scrags gets here.
Yes.
all right. So we gonna wait
As
around.
you finish up your
Yeah.
conversation, the woman comes on
Burgers.
back with burgers for all of you.
oh, how yummy
Oh.
they smell. Do they smell like anything?
Oh yeah, no, they smell it. They smell delicious. They smell like burgers. It smells good. It smells great.
It's time to table the turns.
Yep. Preet pours mustard all over his extra.
I pour ketchup all over mine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Trevor like cut it into small bits so they can be fed into the bowl.
Yeah. tWO and Shala, they just gobble it up. They're like, oh, that's some
All right,
good shit.
I'm taking a look. Does anybody suffer any ill effects from it?
So far, no. They seem to be enjoying it. They're like, yeah, this is good stuff.
I'll take a little bite.
It's delicious. It's,
Yeah, right.
it's,
Now I-
it's
now I want
real
burger.
good.
I'll
See,
eat
R&D, even when you're being sincere about something,
Yeah.
there's just...
you just
That's the
sound
point.
like-
That's the point.
I know. You're always so sus.
I just realized after I just told the story in the last time that we gamed with him or the time before that we're all sort of like theater kids who didn't really
Yes.
like ever get the theater kid out of us. Everyone who DMs is a little bit of a theater kid.
Yes.
Yes.
No. It's easy to just be suspicious all the time than to try to have a poker face.
That's the funny thing. I was never a theater kid. I was a band kid.
Okay, so do we want to explore the village a little bit more because we've got time? I take it the party is tonight, and it's getting on maybe 1-ish by the time we get done with
Yeah,
lunch.
that's
so we've got
yeah.
Yeah.
But it is 1-ish because my lights went off, which means it's 1 in the morning here. Oddly,
All right, who's eating their burger?
I am.
I am. Fuck it.
Damn it, I ate the burger.
Okay. So all of you may give yourselves 10 temporary hit points.
Yay!
Nice.
That is unbelievable.
See,
what
I
were the
learned,
pies?
my lesson from the last town.
From the pie?
Yeah, from the pie.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't-
pie's delicious. Or the burger.
See, I learn.
Good. Yeah, no. Everyone gets temporary hit points, including tWO and Shala. Everyone gets
Ooh,
10
nice.
temporary hit points, except for Buttercup because she can't. Obviously.
Tiara doesn't have. There's no place to put temporary hit points for Tiara.
Oh no, write them down somewhere.
Hold on,
annoying.
I know what I can do.
Okay. All right. And
Let's see if
as
this
you are.
works. Yeah, that'll work.
As you're finishing up your meal and talking about the party, the woman kind of from the bar, she's not even nearby. She's like, "Oh, I can't wait for the party. These are so much fun. I always love a good party.
What
I
happens at
can't-
the parties?
Oh, the best food. They usually have a band. Oh, and Quill, he tells the best stories every time. Just keeps us all listening for. I could listen to his stories forever. They're so great. They're wonderful. Have I told you about how wonderful he is? He's such a wonderful.
You may have mentioned it, I think.
Yeah, he is. He's really great. He's done some really amazing stuff. But yeah, it's fun. We all drink a little, have a lot of fun, and yeah, it's a good time all around.
Do you have a pool?
I know, no pools.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No. Comfy couches, though?
Oh, very.
Yeah,
Yes.
excellent.
We cater it, so just a little. You got a little taste of what the meal's gonna be like for tonight.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. Well, this was delicious. I have to say,
Mhm.
these are amazing burgers. And the homebrewed ale, too. Very nice.
Yes, it's good stuff. So yeah, it'll be a blast. You should come along. I bet you will have a lot.
Yeah. We have a little time to kill before the party. What time does it usually start? What time do people head up there?
Around sundown.
Okay. So what would you recommend we do in town between now and sundown?
Have you tried going to what's this place called? Have you tried going to Silken Souls?
What's the? Oh, is that the shoe place?
And they have some clothes.
Oh, wow. Well, we've got some fancy clothes, but we want to get some new duds for the party.
Yeah, that he might. Great couple owns it. You should definitely go check them out.
Yeah, get a bow tie for my fish friend here.
He would look so cute with a bow tie.
Teeny tiny bow tie.
Teeny tiny bow tie for the fish.
And since he's not here, we can just go ahead and put a bow tie on him while he's not around.
While he's not there
to stop us.
Yep.
All right.
Ah, darn it!
I can hear you.
Can we
I know.
pay the bill?
Oh yeah, have I told you about all the great stories about Quill? Oh, he's such a fantastic guy. Thanks for coming for lunch. I'll clean this up. You all can head right on out.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
I don't think they do bills here.
Yeah, I think this is another one of those towns where we don't have to pay for anything.
Oh. Time to stock up on valuable items then.
I wonder if they clothe the beholder at this place. Do you think beholders wear anything to parties?
Some of them do.
How many beholders have you partied with? You're very
No, some of them wear. Some of them probably wear.
I mean, you were sitting there saying that it might be a friendly beholder, but I mean,
No.
have you known many beholders?
We have this
No,
conversation as we walk toward the shop.
Yeah. Keep on.
No, I have not, but I'm simply saying that some of them probably wear clothing.
You don't wear clothing.
No, because wearing clothing on the water is like, where would you find clothing for a fish? How would that even work?
You could get mariner's armor, but I don't think you're real good with armor.
But just restrict me.
And I mean, and Etzley's just gonna turn to Shala and be like, "How do y'all wear things underwater? Or do you just go around?"
Usually, when we can, we do. Clothes are very restricting. Horatio is right. But on occasion, when we need to dress up for the surface dwellers mostly, we don't wear too much. Just enough to cover the parts to make the surface dwellers turn pink. Some seashells, some netting, things like that. There's clothes that you can wear underwater. It's silly to say that there aren't. I'm sure we could find something for. I think you would look very dashing in a bow tie.
Where would you attach it to? I don't have a neck.
Just get two little
Magic.
shells and like a little collar and attach it.
Magic.
I don't have a neck. Where would you put
A
it?
magic bow tie.
It would strap before in front of your fins.
Yeah.
Or you could
Front of
put
your
it on
fins?
top of your dorsal fin.
Top of your head, like a little bow.
Then it's not a bow tie. Then it's a bow.
Have we reached the shop yet?
I think either way you would look very dashing.
I think I will just dress up Trevor. People won't fucking notice him anyways. They'd mistake him for me.
Oh, what a shame! You are so much cuter than Trevor.
Though,
Most things
maybe I know that you've complained about people paying more attention to Trevor. Have you ever thought of the saying that the clothes make the man? Perhaps it is your lack of...
Maybe it's time for you to get some fashion.
Yeah, if you got a top hat, for instance.
Well, I mean, if you can find a way to have it stay on.
Stop it with your technicalities. We will get you a magical bow and a magical hat. That'll magically stick to you. Okay.
You should definitely try. It's you miss all the opportunities you don't take.
Exactly. Thank you, Shala.
No, I'm open to the idea. It's just
All right, top
Yes,
hat
and
it
at this
is.
point, you have arrived at Silk and Souls.
Just casually arguing with a fish
with
about
a
wearing a
fish on
bow
the
tie
lawn.
outside of a clothing store.
Being carried by a
Okay.
skeleton.
you argue with a fish all the time.
It's true. That's like all of you do. All right.
Yeah.
As you enter, you find yourselves. I should just show you the pictures. I don't know why I'm not showing you the pictures because I have them, and I'm like, I bought this for a reason.
Oh,
Ooh.
hold on. Let me drag it onto the screen. Talk again, R&D, and everyone be quiet.
Okay, everyone, be quiet. You bump into this lovely individual.
Ooh.
And this tiefling with gray horns and some gray hair, older looking.
Yay.
Nice long hair with a ponytail because ponytails always look good. So they, like everyone else in town, greet you happily and are very happy to see you. Oh, hello, welcome to our shop. Oh, visitors! Oh my goodness, we haven't had visitors in I don't know how long. What can I do for you?
Chrissy, I think there's a lot of background noise from you.
So
No worries.
Well, I think we heard tale of a party this evening.
Oh yes, it's going to be fantastic.
Well, we want to make sure that we are outfitted in the most fashionable things in the village, like what you guys do for fashion. And so we decided to come here and maybe drop a bit of coin and have us all worked up for something that we could wear tonight to the party.
Oh, I love to help you all, but tonight's pushing it for 6 of you.
Well, not all of us. Some of us can be off the rack,
Oh, yes. Very well. Come on in, have a seat, and there's lots of seats and little boxes with curtains on it, and that you can tell are changing rooms. But lots of seats for you all to just kind of chill and relax. And so, take a seat. We'll get you measured up one at a time and see what we got hanging around for those of you who don't need something custom. And if we need to tailor a couple things, we'll try our best.
Great.
Can you make a tiny hat?
A tiny
top
hat
for me?
Maybe you might have to
waterproof.
Oh well, yes, of course. You would look very cute with a hat. Let me see what we can do. And with that, the couple proceed to one by one kind of stand you up, ask you to stick your arms out, and they measure your shoulders, waist, bust, all the things that you need, length, pant legs, and all that jazz for all 6 of you. Get measured up. For the, I don't want to say normally sized people, but for the normally sized people, finding you clothes isn't particularly hard. So Preet, Etsley, Shala, and Trevor, there's stuff, suits and things that are kind of hanging around that you could easily get into. There might be some adjusting that needs to happen and some tailoring things need to be brought in, but nothing too complicated. For the shorter people, they do bring out stuff that is, especially in the pants, like too long, but then you're like, we'll hem it, we'll get it hemmed up for you.
If I just have a nice cloak, I feel like I can put it over my armor. This is my family's armor.
Oh yes, very lovely.
Thank you.
That shield of yours. Oh, look at that. I've never seen something shine so nicely.
I try to keep it nice because of grandma.
Yes. Oh, I bet your grandma sounds like a lovely lady.
Believe me, all the Felkaran women are something. Anyway, come from a long line of deep gnomes. Anyway,
fierce and formidable woman.
Yeah, cloak, not an issue. I'll get you. We have a nice velvet one here that it's a nice black velvet cloak. It's got some like gold trimming around it.
right.
It's on the back of it. It's got like this is a sign that really reminds you of the wisteria flowers in full
It's
bloom.
pretty. I like it. I like it a lot. You guys got a good eye.
Yeah, I'm glad we could help out. The rest of you equally, nothing too fancy, just nice clothes off the rack. They do take a few things in. It takes if you're all gonna hang around here, it takes you a couple of hours for everyone to get dressed up, and every once in a while, as you're all kind of sitting around chatting, probably like every 10 minutes or so, everyone's like, or the two people,
Stories.
they tell you stories about Quill, like inevitably. If
Kinda
there's
figured.
like any silence in the conversation, have you heard about Quill? Have you heard about his great?
Are we just in his fan fiction?
But also, are they equally vague about things?
No, when it comes to stories about Quill, no, they're very specific. Like they know the tales by heart, almost rehearsed. Like they know everything.
Oh my gosh.
When you bring up
fan fiction,
when you bring up things that are like about the world, like about politics or other kingdoms, they almost immediately change the topic and never go back to it. They definitely kind of dodge any of those questions or comments.
So they know all about Quill, but nothing about the world.
You don't get the sense that they don't know about the world. You get a sense that they don't want to talk about the world.
Okay.
Yes. So it's not like they're ignorant. They just change the subject and move on. Yeah. And as the kind of the hours go on, a couple of hours that you're here go by, you eventually, let's see, who's gonna get this. As you're sitting here, like they're busy sewing, and it's not like a tailor shop is particularly loud or anything because they don't have sewing machines or anything. But as you're sitting here, you start hearing very loud, almost if it's right next to you, the ambling, like someone on an anvil with metal, just like clink, 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 and then the sound of hot metal being put into water, just shh, almost as if you're in the middle of a blacksmith.
That's odd.
Pardon me. What is that sound? Do you guys hear that?
The birds? It's very lovely this time of year.
Maybe. It sounds like plink, plink, plink. Shh.
Might be the kids playing outside. They can be a little loud sometimes.
Do you have a blacksmith in town?
Yeah, but he's all the way at the other side of the market.
Oh. You don't hear any clanging?
No clanging.
yeah, it's probably just the kids. They're just loud.
Oh, they're rowdy.
So rowdy.
So rowdy.
And then I'm gonna look at them and just be like, they're not gonna be home.
I'd like to insight to see if she's lying or if she really doesn't hear it.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
I'll help you if you want. Give you advantage if necessary.
Can I have advantage?
Yeah, sure. We'll let you have advantage. And bunch of sneaky players over here.
Well,
wanting their advantage after the roll.
No, I didn't see the roll. It's just that I'm muted and then it takes me a second to unmute.
Fine. Okay, 23. At a 23, they are very sincere in what they are saying. Nothing about them seems like they're being deceptive. They're just very sincere people.
Okay.
Aaron is a married student in his own story. I'm calling it.
Okay.
He's like, I'm trapped here. I might as well have a whole village that's willing to suck my dick.
You have at the end of the 2 hours, they bring you out little packages for each of you with your clothes inside, in a tiny little box for Horatio.
I have a hat.
You do, in fact,
I
have a
have
tiny,
theory.
tiny top hat.
How is it staying on?
It doesn't right now.
Magic.
There's definitely no magic in there. Like you can balance it up there, but it seems to
That's not gonna work.
You might be able to figure out a way to keep it on your head, but at the moment, there's nothing about this place seems magic. Like they sat down and they sewed this shit. Like nothing is magical about what they just did.
I have a very stupid idea.
Probably. I am not surprised.
I have a very stupid, very on-brand idea. I would like to find a mouse.
A mouse.
Yes, I need some tiny bones so I have something to hold that can hold it on to my head.
Okay.
Are you gonna make a zombie mouse?
I'm gonna reanimate some mouse hands and have them hold on to the hat.
That's very on brand. Where and how do you plan on finding this hat?
Well, there's a farm.
Oh, you want to go to the farm and look for mice?
I just need one.
And you're just going on your own?
Well, no, I'm telling you guys my plan.
Okay.
We've got time to go before the party, so we can go to a field to see if we can find a field mouse.
Yes.
Also, I think since we could hear the blacksmith, I'm guessing that's a place we might need to go.
We can pass by, but I don't think that was the blacksmith.
No.
Something involved in the construction of the world, maybe, or
of the clothes.
They would have heard it then.
Would they?
No. What I think it was the fact that, remember the door? The door only kind of looked like a door, but like it was all painterly. Maybe that was just a generic sound of something being made, of our clothes being made.
Or maybe it could be what you said earlier, and that this realm is falling apart, which it's kind of funny that wherever Scraggs goes, the world falls apart.
I don't think
you kind of blame everything on Scraggs.
I don't think necessarily it's falling apart, but I think it is glitchy.
Seems like everything was fine before Scraggs got here. I'm just saying.
Unfinished. There's errors in it. The reality doesn't quite match up. It's close enough because it's the sound of something being created, but it's the wrong sound.
Yeah, it's glitching.
Yes.
All right. Well, are we off to find a mouse?
Yes, we're off to find a mouse.
Off to find the mouse. Okay.
I'll go to
mouse.
You mentioned that you wanted to go by the blacksmith or to the blacksmith. Is that still a plan, or do you not want to do that?
Let's walk past the blacksmiths on our way. We don't even know where the farms are, so we can ask the blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
See if in the blacksmiths we can hear sewing.
Yeah. So I mean, you saw the farms from the tavern. You could see the farms. They're not very far. So getting down there pretty easy. The blacksmith is this building up here next to the the restaurant inn. So if you guys are at this black grayish house over here, so you just kind of have to go down and
let's do that.
Down and around
if you want to follow the road. All right. As you follow the road, you can see that the door looks fine now. Back to normal.
The door of the tavern.
The door of the tavern is just fine. It's a door. Nothing wrong with it.
You want to
even
pop
if
in?
we get close to it?
Yeah, even if you get close to it, you can touch it if you want. It's just a door. It'd be a door. Oh, goodness. I'm throwing my dice around, which I know is what I'm supposed to do, but Not with so much gusto.
All right. Should we head to the blacksmith and see if when he clangs or she clangs on her work, it sounds like church bells or sewing?
All right. As you are you gonna head there?
I think silence is consent in this
Silence
case.
is consent in this case. Okay. As you head
Sorry,
there,
I have my mouth full of candy.
It's okay. As long as you don't object.
as you approach the blacksmith, it sounds like a blacksmith. It sounds all clingy and clangy and loud and obnoxious.
Does it smell?
It smells like a blacksmith. Like it's not sulfury, but you know that burny metal-y smell.
Yeah.
And as you look at walk past the furnace, the furnace starts to glow. Like the fire doesn't change colors, but the color that it's giving off changes colors. So it goes through the whole rainbow.
So the aura of the fire.
Yeah.
The actual light coming from
the actual fire. Light changes color. So rather than it being kind of bright yellow, orangey light, it goes from blue to purple to yellow to orange to back to blue, and it just kind of cycles through colors.
So any light that's reflected from, because any light that goes directly from the flame into our eyes is flame colored, but any light that hits something first before going into our eyes.
The light is weird.
Yeah, the light is super wonky. It's not acting like light's supposed to act at all. Yeah, it does not match the fire, and does it
seem like the blacksmith anyone in the blacksmith other than us notices that?
Everyone's just working away. They're not really even paying attention. They wave at you, but they're not like
they don't notice that
inviting you in. They're just like
they don't notice that the whole room is just suddenly green.
They don't appear to. No.
Rainbow.
Yeah, they seem to just be cool with it.
Like, hey, anyone got it?
This is the gayest blacksmith I've ever seen.
Anyone have a flint or something, a candle we could light? See if our flames do that too.
I mean, we all have torches, or at least a lot of us have torches.
Right,
I don't.
Well, we get past.
I have a brazier and a censer.
I will begin to cast firebolt in my hand just to see if my flames are different.
You gotta aim it at something.
You can't just do the first steps of the spell and then cancel it.
A roll an Arcana.
Oh, nope.
Like you try to, yeah. Okay, yeah, no, you can. Yeah. You do fine. Yeah, you kind of begin it. It looks like a regular firebolt. Like nothing about it. Feels different, looks different.
That is magic.
Yeah. So something there is it's just that fire bit that's wonky. Like everything else is fine. Unfortunately, there aren't any other torches here because it's still daylight. So.
Mm-hmm.
Prince's gonna get out his instrument, his vandal. What is it called again? I forget. Anyway, the guitar-y thing, and start playing some club music to go with the fire, the colors changing.
Yeah,
it's a club. See if everyone starts dancing.
Roll performance. Okay. I mean they're like bobbing their head and stuff, but yeah. They also seem busy, but you know,
just as we go past the blacksmith, give the workers a little
something to do.
Yeah. Remind me, ritual casting. Can I do that while I walk, or do I?
I think you need to sit and stop for 10.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Technically,
minutes.
You're not walking.
True, but I would need Trevor to.
Yeah, Trevor needs to manipulate your components and shit.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. Then never mind. But at some point, I would like to cast Detect Magic, but I just need to find a place where I can actually.
Sure. All right, heading to the field, right? Yeah, you have a farmhouse and a barn and chicken coops and all that. So where do you want to head to? Do you want to just head into the field? Do you want to head to farmhouses?
Can we look around?
I mean, really, all I need is like a small animal, like a bird or a.
We are not getting you a chicken.
No, like a sparrow.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I mean, all right. I want to do a perception check to see if I can see cats on the farm.
Cats on the farm, go for it.
I'm looking. Kitty, 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 kitty.
And they're either real sneaky or just there aren't any kitties out here.
See, but I think where there would be mice, there would be cats.
You do as you get closer, you do hear the mooing and neighing of horses and mooing of cows and other farm animals.
All right, barn.
Mice on a farm would more than likely be in the barn.
Yeah, I mean, are you gonna sneak? I don't know.
Like, a volunteer exterminator for one mouse. It's kind of weird.
Or we could just ask them if they had set up any mouse traps, and if the mouse traps had gotten one, if we could have it.
They're all unnaturally friendly to us. I don't
That's true.
think
They would help us out.
Yeah, don't treat them as normal people.
Horatio, go ask them for a mouse. You want one?
Yes, I will go up and I will knock on the barn door or door of the.
Knock on the barn door. All right. You knock on the door and you hear from inside a small, elderly voice. It's like, "Sweetie, go get the door." And you see this lovely gentleman open the door with his big old scarry face. He looks intimidating, but once he sees you, he has a big smile on his face, his big teeth in full display. "Oh, hello. Oh, visitors in town. We haven't had those in forever."
Yes.
Now, so many recently. When it rains, it pours, I tell you.
Yes, indeed. This might be an odd request. You wouldn't have to have a mouse.
A mouse? The problem's not on the field. A mouse trap.
Well, a mouse trap with something in it. I
mean, you can go. I can tell you where the mouse traps are.
He needs a dead mouse.
That's very odd, but I can tell you where the mouse traps are if you want to go check them for me.
That would be great.
You'd be doing me a favor. And he kind of just points to a couple of places where there are 5 different spots that he's like, I think I left one over there that you can go investigate.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
No problem. Nice. It's great to have visitors. We'll see you at the party, right?
Yes.
Oh yes, I hope. Can't wait to talk to Quill. Haven't seen him in so long. He's a great guy. Have we told you all the stories?
Yes, we've heard many of them.
Oh, yes, what a great guy.
Yes.
So many stories. When it rains, it pours.
Yes. I will go investigate the place to see if there's a mouse.
All right. As you all are, I mean, regardless of whether you all come along or not, as you look around kind of this little farm area, you notice that it's green. There's vegetables and shit growing. There's like one set of fields that they don't just look green, they look like neon green, like radioactive green. Out in the field. They're not glowing, they just look green. Like the greenest green you have ever seen.
Like when you do some landscape photography and you turn the saturation way up.
Yep. Just very, very green.
Like GFP.
Mm-hmm. So yes. You I don't know, let's see. Roll me a D6.
Okay.
It's not like it's going to take you skill. It's
not like I can investigate.
You can't. Yeah, it's not there's not a challenge to this.
Yeah, I don't know mice if they are not.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was setting it at a 5 or 6 that there were mice. So out of 1, looks like no mice have come by.
That's fair.
All right. Where anything else y'all want to do in the farm? You want to head somewhere else? You can see the sun is starting to kind of set, so it's not dark out, but it's getting there. It's getting near twilight.
I think the first person we ran into said that they all go up as a group, right? Is anyone else remember?
Not exactly.
Yeah, I think
no.
you all said you wanted to go as a group.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought they kind of like all
I-
sort of like
They
went in a big
had
crowd.
said that all the village gets to go to the party.
Mhm.
And then we
Okay.
could go as their +1.
Right.
As their
So-
+6.
Yeah. Well, I think we're just crashing. I do want to talk about how we defend ourselves against a beholder.
Oh, that's a good thing to talk about.
As
I'll
I
let you talk.
said,
I'm gonna get a beer, so you all talk about your legal.
as I said, blindness.
Talk about our feelings.
Yeah, I mean, we have a couple blindness spells. Maybe that helps. Maybe they save against it, but we need more than that. So they all have eyeballs,
Mm-hmm.
and out of their eyeballs come different kinds of attacks.
Yes.
So you have to be ready to sort of rumble with a bunch of different types of magical attacks.
Yes.
So,
All right. Well, I think I can maybe. I was thinking about this combo for some, earlier, not for this particular battle, but it might come in handy. But given I can cast spiritual weapon, I can use spiritual weapon to make an attack and then use the evasion for my action to dodge out of the way of any rays. So maybe something like that.
anything you have that would increase your ability to have saving throws. Anything you have that would that could cast like bless or aid or anything. You're trying to out survive this thing that can cast like 10 different spells at people with eyeballs.
I don't
Right.
think you can't do a counter spell against an eyeball attack.
No, it's not a spell. It doesn't count as a spell.
Yeah.
They're effects and mimic spells, but they're not actual.
I completely forgot that I have blind sense.
Yeah,
If you go blind, you'll be fine, I guess.
which isn't one of believe that's
Which
not
is-
one of the.
I think so. I'd have to pull it up.
No. It's like charm.
Yeah, and
paralysis.
I will also remind you that I have a tendency to not use.
That's true.
So, metagame all you want. At the end of the day, who knows what he
This
can
isn't metagaming because
No,
I've
this is your
encountered
knowledge, yeah.
beholders
do.
before.
Yes.
We didn't really do
specifically-
much with it, but enough that we were
Mhm.
talking about it and thinking
Yeah.
about it and learning about
I
it.
guess more
I-
specifically, like
I don't know if
beholders.
Etsley's
Yeah.
come across one.
Beholders are just very as creatures, they are very varied themselves.
Yeah.
Like, no two beholders are the same. So kind of keep that in mind that they come in different shapes and sizes, do all sorts of crazy shit. So it's not like you can necessarily predict exactly what this beholder can or can't do. Besides the fact that they're fucking terrifying. That you can predict. They are terrifying.
I'm resistant to poison and to necrotic damage, and I can't have my hit points lowered. So anything that I know, at least for the more normal beholders, they tend to at least some of their attacks is based on necrotic. So I would have a slight advantage there. Honestly, my best bet is blindness, if that will even work. And then I have disintegrate and finger of death to deliver a massive amount of damage. But if I get caught in that anti-magic cone, I am really useless. I'm not not even sure I would still. I'm quite afraid that I might stop being awoken.
Well, we'll put the magic back on you, kiddo. It's fine.
So what you're saying is stay far back,
Well,
like you should anyway.
Well, it's quite far. It's over 100 feet.
Horatio would probably yes, he knows all this stuff. So less than to answer kind of Betsy's question, less about being far away, more about probably don't stick together.
Yeah,
And use the environment. Get behind
Spread out.
things.
Yeah, like if you all are stuck together and you get
So
shot by an area
use
thing,
my stealth extra.
probably you all get together and get hit by the same time. Like that's on you.
So instead of using my
I'm
bonus action for another slice, I should use it to use my cunning action and hide.
I don't mind getting up front and trying to keep its attention on me as much as possible. But y'all gotta have my back.
Is your
You'll leave if you see
magical?
me go down. Is my armor magical? Well,
think
I
my
have God's
shield
Dream
is.
on mine, and then I have my bandolier.
See, I am quite since all of the majority of my protection is based on my runes, and my very life essence is magical, and all my attacks are magical, except I know how to use a dagger, but that's probably not gonna be much use.
Here's a suggestion that I don't normally suggest.
For to get caught in the anti-magic field. I'm not even sure I would survive it.
Here's something I don't normally suggest.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should just talk to it. Tell it that we just want Scrags.
See, that involves standing in front of it.
I can do that.
Again, yeah, I think that it is possible to talk to a beholder. They are very intelligent beings, but they're very evil.
Do I know if I step into the anti-magic cone if I will just straight up die or stop being?
No, you do know that because you've done it before. You did it at the auction.
But that was a different kind of anti-magic.
No, it was just anti-magic runes.
Okay, no.
Creating an anti-magic field.
That was more so. At that time, his worry was mostly
and I needed I needed a thing. I need a tag to counteract it. So there's a real risk that I will.
It was to counteract.
The beholder will kill me.
Yeah, so you won't die.
It was to counteract Trevor from falling apart.
Exactly. So so you have been in an anti-magic field. That's what happened to you in the auction. You didn't die, obviously, but Trevor didn't function.
Yes.
So it's more like you're just paralyzed for all intents and purposes.
But it's not gonna erase because
it's not gonna erase you. You're not gonna die. You're not. Okay. But none of your magic will work, including so you will have the paralyzed condition. You can talk, and that's it. You won't be able to move. If you have spells, well, not that they would work, but if you had spells that were only verbal, you could probably use those. But obviously, they're not going to work because they're in an anti-magic field. So that's kind of moot.
Okay. Well,
would my God's Dream tools and stuff work? My bandolier.
Probably not.
They're magic, so
yeah. Anything the magic would not work. The only things
so I wouldn't be able to throw my daggers. Darn.
Well, that's only if you're in front of it. If you're in its vision.
Oh.
The big eye, central eye, anything that it can see, magic doesn't work.
So me being sneak
yes
is helpful.
Yes.
That's true.
I'm just pointing out I will be quite vulnerable. I am.
I think all of you are going to be quite vulnerable.
Yes, but I am the worst person to be fighting a beholder.
Yeah.
Beholders are not anything.
That's why I'm suggesting that we talk to it.
Yes, that's...
Because I mean, at the end of the day, all we want is to get Scrags and leave.
True, assuming.
No, I have friends.
Yes, also that.
Yeah, we also, but we need to figure out if they're even here.
Well, we won't.
Yeah, we need to use the party as cover for that.
Yeah. So we'll search for them. And if we find them, that can be also part of the deal.
And what is it that you think a beholder would be asking for us? Because I promise that what we would have to give up in exchange would not be something small.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is a creature that can literally make anything out of its dreams. So
Yeah.
it's the worst person to buy a gift for.
Yes.
Though the one thing about beholders is they can't necessarily control their dreams.
They can't necessarily
Yeah.
control it. You do know they love collecting shit.
Yes.
Absolutely. So probably mundane crap they don't want, but they like a lot of beholders they're collectors. So like real people, if you have they have their own specific kind of collection. And if you can figure out what their specific kind of collection is and you have something that they might want that would go into their collection, that might be something you can do.
That could be another thing that we're looking for while we're looking for the others.
It feels like their collection might be people.
Oh.
There's a possibility.
That is a possibility, yes, that I did not consider. That is... Oh, dear.
So, I mean, but, we should try diplomacy. Doesn't hurt to try. Because if we end up fighting it, we'll just end up fighting it.
Yeah.
Yes,
I just thought I would suggest talking to it first.
Well,
do I have a fever?
It might even have a... It might not even be at the party. Let's see.
Oh, I don't think we'll ever be that lucky in our universe.
Doubtful.
More than likely not. So let's go to the party and see what
Let's go to the party.
Okay. What do you? So you probably got a little bit before you can be there. So because the party just hasn't started yet. So you can. What do you want to do while you wait? I guess. That's my question.
I don't know.
You probably got I'd say about 2 hours before. You wouldn't know that, but if you sit around for 2 hours, you'd figure it out.
Shala, do you have Druidcraft?
Yes.
Maybe you could Druidcraft like a little piece of seaweed that would wrap around the hat and put that on his head.
Oh, what a lovely idea. You see her dig through her bag and then form a little ball of water in front of her, stick a little bit of seaweed from her bag into it, and then it's slowly it's like dry seaweed. It kind of rehydrates itself and starts to grow. And just ask one of you, could one of you try to pluck it out?
You've got the knife. Well, I got good hands too. Yeah, I'll try to pluck it. How do I do that?
So sleight of hand.
Okay. You might be better at this, Etzley.
Etzley might be in the bathroom.
Okay.
Because
I'll just try
Pumpkin
it.
is here. You can do it with advantage, since I will just assume that she would help you out.
18.
Right. 18. Perfectly fine. Yeah, it's a bit wet. It's legit water, but you get your hands in there, you get them dirty, and you manage to get a nice little sliver of seaweed for Horatio.
So I'm gonna sort of just wrap it around his little fishy body and into the, get it in there with the...
Micro's not here to object, so... Yeah.
And it looks adorable.
You like the way that you tie it around his neck. You don't quite get a bow tie, but you get a nice little bow on it.
Yeah. Just arrange it so those little, the little seaweed polyps are just there.
Perfect. All right. And while you are all doing this, hi, Pumpkin. I know you're needy. You're a needy little bitch. I know. Sorry, Bassa was just don't call her a bitch from the bathroom. Okay, as you're sitting there messing with Horatio's bow and hat, let's see what happens. You start to hear the sounds of like drums and a march, but not like a marching band, not like a festive march, more like a military march, like the just drumming and feet stomping all around you, like as if there was like a military march happening right where you are standing.
That's odd.
This is weird. Why is this happening?
Yes, something is definitely breaking down.
Or not quite working like reality is supposed to.
Crossing over?
Who's bringing a marching band and a blacksmith?
Who's bringing a military?
Maybe.
Ah.
But that's a lot to bring.
We have time. I would like to find a place and sit down and spend 10 minutes to cast Detect Magic.
Yeah, go for it.
Real quick, I would like to suggest that maybe we're getting all these things because of where the book is being carried.
It's possible, but carried to a marching band? Carried to a blacksmith? I mean, they were supposed to copy it, not...
Yeah. They weren't going to go
And
there.
That doesn't
It's just a
explain the
suggestion.
it doesn't explain the bad smell or the lack of
That's
smell
true.
sometimes or the cartoon gore.
Maybe reading the book influences. Maybe these are things that are happening in the part of the book currently being read or transcribed.
We had the whole book read to us. So,
but you weren't inside the book when it was read to you.
No, but like,
inside.
But I think that's what Horatio's getting at.
Yes.
Oh, do you remember something about doors and military marches and blacksmiths?
Yeah, anything that like kind of matches what
roll. Whoever wants to can roll intelligence, see what you remember.
I'll do that.
I mean, we just heard the story all
Dang
together.
it.
Yeah, I know, but apparently someone wasn't paying attention.
Oh my gosh.
That was real bad. Yeah, so Horatio's just like, I don't know, it wasn't a book on necromancy or magic, so he's like, whatever.
What are we rolling? Just intelligence?
Just to see if
I'm busy doing making a spell.
Like whatever. Felix, it was a long story. Not that you're not good at stories, it was really long, had a lot of shit happen. Etsley, military marches, you kind of feel like you probably heard that. It was a book about or a play about war and thing, taking down kingdoms and whatnot, so that kind of makes sense. The blacksmith, maybe? But that seems a little weird about very special detail. The door, that doesn't make any sense.
Rainbow light.
The rainbow light doesn't really make any sense. So you the one thing that connects is maybe the military march, but you'd be kind of stretching it. Everything else just seems not necessary. Like you can't readily come up with a connection to the story itself.
Okay.
I'll let everybody know that.
All right, so maybe what do these things have in common? Rainbow lights, military march, a blacksmith,
a weird door.
The smell of wisteria.
Nothing. They have nothing. Right? Like this is just random.
There doesn't seem to be a pattern, no. The only two things that I could possibly be connected here is the sound of the blacksmith and the military march. But that's very tendentially related. I am more of. Let's see what my spell. Let me finish this because I think.
By the way, you're wearing a top hat now.
Yes, I am aware.
Where are you?
Around the neck, I don't have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Around the neck, you don't have. It's fine.
But in front of the gills. In front of the gills.
Somehow, you don't know how, Felix did it.
Yes, it's around my head.
Very dexterous.
Yeah, it's just around my head.
Yeah.
All right.
Fish don't have necks or shoulders.
You know, you're very, very grumpy fish. That's what I'm getting out of this. You
just be happy that you have a hat on.
I am very happy about that.
Okay. So where are you doing where are you gonna stand to cast your spell, or ritually cast?
Well, I can walk around with it.
Okay, so where do you want to
10
start
minutes.
with it though? Because some part of it is like a visual thing, like you can see auras and things. So
We can start.
Well, where are we right now?
We can start at the inn.
Yeah, like I would presume just walk off the road and just like be out like next to the.
Perfect. So, okay, yes, I already rolled, so you got your military march thing. As you finish casting your spell, and start to concentrate on it, you look around to all of first you take a look at all your companions. Shala is really staring at that hat. Like, she's got a little shy smile about her. But the other thing that catches your eye, which doesn't surprise you, is that pretty much everyone is glowing with magic because y'all got magic tattoos and magic items and all this shit. So nothing surprising there. Perfectly makes sense. And as you look around the rest of the village, what catches your attention is the fact that there isn't any magic. Like the only magic here seems to be pretty much concentrated on you and your companions. Like,
does it feel like is the weave here like it's supposed to be?
You were able to cast the magic, and your magic items seem to be.
It's not like it's not like it's been like disrupted or anything. It's no one has any magic.
No one is doing any magic in this area. No one has magic items. This world is very just the kind of little meta thing. This world is very high magic. Like, you've been to whole cities with just magic everywhere. So, like a whole village with not a single magic item, like a charm or something. Something, but like zero magic, none.
I would like to start walking up. Yes, as Esley, so just
towards the mansion.
Yes.
All right. Which way are you going?
Well, presumably just this way.
Just up the street? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right. As you approach the blacksmith, so the sun is you're in like full twilight. As you walk towards the past the blacksmith, it starts to like sprinkle on you guys like rain, like a little bit of rain. And you look up at the sky. There is not a single cloud in the sky.
And I don't detect any magic when
don't
that
detect
happens.
any magic.
This place is sus AF.
Really?
Super sus.
I'm quite confused that I.
If magic was involved in the creation, look at Buttercup. Does Buttercup look magic?
Yeah.
Does Buttercup look magic?
I see what you mean.
That's a question. Does Buttercup look magic?
I mean, she's
I
pretty...
want to say, oh god, I don't know. I want to say no, but the way that you play an artificer, you play an artificer that more like shoves magic into things.
Mhm.
So with the way that you play your artificer, I would say yes.
All right.
Yes.
Imagine the creation
Does
as an
Trevor look
artificer.
Mhm.
Does Trevor look magic?
I mean, he's got glowing tattoos and stuff, so yeah.
Okay, but
And
like,
yeah, I mean, in general, he kind of
okay, yeah.
he's a construct too.
he's-
Okay.
Necromantic magic, but you see what I'm getting at here? What if something used magic to put it into place, but it was a construct, a mechanical
Yes.
thing?
We
it is
still
created-
haven't seen whether or not the mansion has magic.
Yes. Let's. The spell only lasts 10 minutes. Let's get up there.
Okay. So, as you approach, bam. As you approach the mansion, you see this tree there.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking around. You're trying to
What
see what
tree?
you can see.
Pardon?
You
What
see this tree right
Yeah.
next to the mansion, that big tree. As you approach it, it suddenly goes. It loses all of its color. It goes to black and white. It's a black and white tree. The only thing that no color, zero color. It's a white tree with some like gray shading.
Huh.
Oh,
No magic from that.
No magic.
Keep
my
going.
gosh.
As you get closer to the mansion, and there's people kind of starting to show up. Okay, so there is. As you look kind of around, 30 feet. How far can you see? Give me a second. Because you can only see 30 feet away, so I need to see how big kind of everything is here. That you can see. So, main entrance. From the outside, you don't see anything special.
Well, the effect penetrates.
Yeah, but it's still only within 30 feet of you. So, like,
Okay.
you can see, like, if there was a magic item right behind the wall,
Yeah.
you could see it, but there's nothing within 30 feet of that wall that would cause that. That's why I had to look into, like, how far things were.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so nothing from outside. You cannot. It looks like a normal ass, which again is weird because if this is a high end mansion, there should be charms for something, security, warmth, something. But there's none. It's just a good old fashioned mansion.
How peculiar. Can I walk up so I'm closer to the mansion?
Yeah, I mean, how close do you want to get?
Like can I walk up so I'm standing? I'm just gonna look like I'm admiring the architecture, so I'm like staying a few feet from the wall.
Yeah. No one seems there are people now kind of bustling in and out. They appear to be like servants and workers. They don't pay you any mind or anything. But no, you still even that close, you can't see anything magical beyond that wall.
You know, this means that we are, to anyone who can see or detect magic or has some kind of true sight, we stand out like the sorest of sore thumbs.
Yes. Yes.
I do not like that.
I'm quite confused that the weird disturbances do not show us magic, but I think you are correct. I think it might simply be that because we're in a demiplane. Say we're in a demiplane that is breaking down or was constructed badly. The demiplane itself is not magical. It's simply a plane. The spell that created it would be magical. So, at the very least, well, something is wrong here, but I don't think this place is under a spell. I simply think it was either made poorly or it was made poorly in some way. That is my best guess.
Or something is messing with it.
Yes, all of that. It's. But I struggle to see how you would mess with a demiplane, assuming that this what this is. That would be some quite powerful magic.
No matter what it is, I feel like everything that we'll need to know is in the mansion.
Yes, I agree. Maybe it's the beholder's dreams going out, and that's what we're seeing.
Could be. So if we're close to the mansion, I'm going to cast message on Scrags. Be like, Scrags, you there? Scrags, you okay? Kind of walk around and Scrags. Hey, Scrags. See if I can't hunt him down.
Yeah, you don't get any response back for any of your messages.
Typical
Scrags. Ghosting you.
Well, it's not that. I'm just wondering. I mean,
let me double check message, but I think that should be right. I gotta double check it. Okay. So you know message. This is your spell. So there's a message has a lot of limitations.
True. Cantrips,
Yeah. So you would, and I'll just read this straight out of the manual, but you would know pretty much that an inch of common metal, a sheet of lead, 3 feet of wood blocks. Or 3 feet of wood block the spell. So like you can like cast it through walls, but it's not really through walls as much as it goes around walls.
Yeah.
So
it was just worth a shot.
It was worth a shot, but there are a lot of limitations to the spell, so that might be contributing to the lack of response.
All right.
As you guys are standing here, like people are starting to show up, walking into the building. A lot of really nice dressed people. You start to see some familiar faces. Some of the shopkeeps that you've spoken to, the owners of the restaurant, of the Blooming Rust, whatever I call it, Bloom's Rust. They start walk in, and everyone waves at you very friendly. Like, hey, welcome to the party, and they just kind of jaunt on in, and the door is wide open. There's no security. No one's stopping anybody from coming in. They just walk on into the mansion.
Is my spell still going, or has it been 10 minutes?
At this point, you
okay.
More than 10 minutes have passed.
Okay. What does it look like in here?
Let me take you there.
Oh.
Bam. Okay. So you all are... You all are right at the entrance down here. And so let me open up sort of the front door, because the front door, like I said, it's open, so it's not like you can't see inside. Nice carpeted rug going all the way. What appear to be 2 armor stands at the very back, and then another door that It's closed, but like everyone just opens it and kind of heads on in. You get glimpses of inside. It looks like a ballroom.
What's the decor like? Like, is it as fancy as you would expect from?
I'm guessing we
a
should
man-
put our tokens on the thing.
Yeah, Yeah, you probably should.
Oh.
Get some tokens on there, you all. Get them tokens. Oh.
Mega Felix versus Godzilla.
Versus Godzilla. Why does yours always come out so?
It's very odd that hers is always so gigantic.
There you go. Mega Felix is there.
She's got big token energy.
Big token energy. Let's see.
Nope. tWO is also.
Oh, tWo's also unnecessarily large.
She's even bigger.
This isn't a size competition. Hi. What do you want?
Size
Go
doesn't
away.
matter.
I don't like you.
What more? Wow.
You love her. Shut up.
No, she's an awful little creature. There's Shala and tWo's there, and that's all of you all. So perfect. Okay. So yeah, you all can, if you want to walk around and explore things, you are definitely more than welcome to at this point.
Yeah. Well, let's go in.
Forward.
By
And I
who?
will reveal more of things as you walk around. People are milling about. Like it's a nice crowded area. And, like people are friendly. They're having conversations about mostly Quill.
I assume these
Not gonna
are
lie,
colors.
mostly they're just
think?
talking about Quill.
I'm telling you. This is his self-insert fan fiction
Yes.
in a town where everyone would want to suck his dick.
Yeah.
First thing.
He's literal Mary Sue. Like.
Yeah, everyone loves him.
Self-insert fan fiction.
Everybody absolutely loves Quill. And they have all
These
great
are
things.
columns.
Those are columns, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna laugh if Quill is actually Scrags in disguise.
That would be a funny twist, and I should have thought about that one earlier, but no. No, Quill is a real person with real person things. All right, you are by the ballroom. Bam, ballroom. And I can kind of reveal some of these other areas
Here are the
here.
balls. Look.
Then there are lots of people, but drawing lots of people. And there's also a staircase here to the second floor if you would like, but
That's just the carpet, this thing.
that's just a carpet. That's just a wonky looking carpet.
Stage.
Yep. There's a whole ass band up there playing some pretty good music. People are milling around. There's some of the servants are walking around with plates of food and hors d'oeuvres and little finger foods.
There's snacks.
There are snacks. You easily recognize kind of what are they called? Like the little burgers. But like there's a sliders.
They're called sliders.
Yeah, you recognize the sliders that are a lot like the burgers that you had earlier, just smaller. Mm-hmm.
This is a door over here, right?
I'm sorry, where?
Ah.
I wasn't looking.
Oh, here.
No, those are stairs leading up to what do appear to be doors. Whoops, sorry. Got
Here?
Yep, bam.
Oh my gosh, stop doing that.
There you go.
My computer's being stupid.
Yeah, so yeah, there's food. Lots of food, lots of things.
Preet's in front of the band dancing.
Yeah, go ahead, roll performance.
Oh, okay. Wasn't prepared for that, but now that you asked for it.
Yeah. Oh, he is always prepared for a performance check.
21.
21. You are quickly joined by some of the other people from the village.
Ooh, party!
All rocking out, yeah.
Woo-hoo. Awesome.
I'm gonna go over to Felix and whisper, do you want me to like sneak around and see what I can find?
Let's sneak together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll leave Buttercup here to keep an eye on people,
Our party goers.
Okay.
our party goers. And
So
No, does
there's.
Charlotte not want to come in?
Oh, I guess so.
Sorry,
Sorry, I got
Why does it
all-
do that?
Bam. There's Shala. Shala, I think we'll hang around with Buttercup. She's not the sneaking around kind of lady, kind of gal.
I would like to have a look and see if there's
There we
anything that was like obviously a magical item in here. Like if I get any sense. I mean, obviously, if there's a big glowing, like if these light like projectors aren't like obviously torches, but like a glowing ball, that's probably magic.
Okay, so hold
that
on.
kind of
Okay,
thing.
we got a lot of things happening at once. So let's start with.
Oh, sorry.
Let's start with Felix and Etsley, who are wandering around. As you two wander around, let's see. You just left a very crowded ballroom with music playing and like people dancing and talking and all this stuff. And then when you enter this room, it all just goes silent. You can still hear each other talk, but you can no longer hear the party going on right behind this wall. And then for Horatio, that red carpet on the floor, that red carpet that runs the whole stretch. For you, by the way, everything's normal, like the sound wise, you can hear everything. It's a party. But that rug running down for everyone in this room, it becomes that same like well, not same, but like a neon red, very similar to how the plants became like a neon green, like just very, very bright red.
High saturation.
High saturation. So yes, Horatio, how are you going to check for magic items? What is your strategy for that?
Just like I mean, as I said, like if these projectors up here is like, or is like if I look up at them, is there like a big?
Those aren't projectors. There's just a light kind of. There's torches up here,
okay. But yeah. That just to give you an example, like you can obviously some magical items.
Oh yeah, like are there any obvious
like,
magical effects that
yeah,
you can
that's
see?
what I mean.
Nah.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
Yeah. So you're good. All right. Etsy and Felix, what would you two like to do?
Okay.
Sneak upstairs, right?
Do we want to go this way or this way? Because these are stairs, right?
Those are stairs, but they only go up a few steps, and then there's two doors.
Okay,
like
so
it's not like stairs that go up to another floor. They're just stairs that go up to.
Yeah, let's see where those go first, and then we'll go up the stairs. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Which one do you want to try first?
Let's try this first one.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
Try to open it.
Just open it? All right.
Yeah, I mean...
It opens right on up. It's not locked. And you can now see into the room.
Suspicious.
Where you find yourself a very handsome-looking bard man and floating eyeball with lots of little eyeballs around him. They seem to be in mid-conversation. When you open the door, they both look straight at you. The beholder does something really funny that Etsy you would notice is he's been facing kind of this wall. Oh, wrong button. He's been facing kind of this wall on the east side, the right side. And he, rather than turn to his right to face you, he like does a full rotation to his left to face you. Entirely not looking at the human man bard thing. Horatio and Buttercup, for like a split second, your bodies just stop working. You see Buttercup just gonna go and drop down and then kind of get back up again. Like someone turned her off and then back on again. Trevor just goes limp for a second and then wakes back up.
Oh.
At least that's a good sign that they know we found.
Can I do an intelligence check to see if I can figure out that that is what just happened?
Sure. It's a pretty smart guess.
I will go over to Charles probably with us. I will go over to Preet and like lean in, and Trevor just stopped functioning stopped being alive for a moment, and Buttercup malfunctioned. I think that the beholder's here somewhere.
Preet's like still dancing, like with his arms over his head, and like shaking his hips the whole time that this conversation is happening.
Oh yeah, there's lots of people dancing around you too while you're having this conversation, and no one pays attention to the fish. They're just like, or you really? They're just dancing.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, so what do you want to do? Still dancing.
I don't know.
You want to dance?
No.
Okay.
I do not.
I'll dance for you.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'm I whisper to Etzli, like, in her mind, I message her, like, just say hello. We gotta act natural.
It's just gonna. Oh God. What I'm about to do. Okay.
What are you about to do?
It's just you'll find out. Okay, so Etzli's gonna look at Felix. Look back at them, give them a nervous grin, and say, "Sorry, was just looking for the bathroom," and then shut the door.
I'm like, smooth.
Hey, it happens.
Roll me a performance
Not deception?
or deception, whichever one. Are they different for you? Oh, they are different for you.
He's very different.
Okay. Good beans.
Yep.
Deceiver.
So I just shut the door.
Okay. All right.
So
yeah.
let's check
Door
this
shut.
one. Felix ain't stopping me, so I'm going to the next door.
Oh boy. I'm like,
Say out loud, maybe this one's the bathroom.
okay, I don't, maybe, all right.
At least I didn't go with my class.
At least go stealthy. I'm doing message. Stealth. You're a stealth creature. You just announced you're breaking in.
One question.
Mm-hmm.
Am I able to message her back?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you can,
I'm gonna message back.
You get
I'm gonna message
answer.
back. If that beholder and if that bard can sense magic, me stealthing ain't gonna do shit.
They can't sense it through walls. Probably.
Exactly, probably. I might as well be flamboyant about it. And then she's gonna open the door.
I don't think that, no. Yeah, you're doing the math all wrong there. But okay.
You find yourself there's a storage room.
Oh,
A nice little storage room.
So
All right, that's great.
Let's see.
that's not the bathroom.
When you open the storage room, Etzli?
Yeah.
When you open the storage room, remember when you were I forget what the name of that town, that city was by the shore, Nabisco, something like that. Nabisco.
The one where I was.
The fish town, like, well, not the fish, the port town.
Fish
the
town.
port town. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
the port town.
It smells like fish. It smells like the ocean. Like, you open the door and it just smells like the ocean. It smells like you're in the beach.
Mm.
Oh no.
What oh no?
Oh God.
What oh God?
I have a theory in my head, and if it's correct, oh no.
Just tell me the theory.
So what I had said earlier was maybe all these glitches are things that are happening to the book. And military, we just smelt a port town. They could have captured the boys and have the book.
I mean, it's possible, but if so, why are they throwing colored lights, colored doors?
That the boys could
Robbing
have
the
went into the
smell
club
of-
with it instead of going straight back. I mean, they're teenagers.
I mean, they're not wrong. They are teenagers.
Exactly,
Yeah,
I'm not
but-
wrong. I mean, we
No, they're
just dealt
college
with one
age.
of our interns doing that.
Yeah,
shit.
but don't they, like, isn't it like a really serious offense to be caught leaving with the book? Leaving the library? You're not allowed to take any of the books out of the library. These are students. They know that. Why would they do something that they wouldn't even come here with us? You think that they're just going to decide to
Okay.
randomly steal books from the library?
Let's think back. What was the first glitch that we came across? Lack of smell.
Lack of smell in the Mosteria.
Mm-hmm.
And then door.
You're not there.
I just have a bad feeling that they have the book now.
Yeah, I mean, me too, but like maybe
some of
they could
these
come
some of
out
these
with the
things are
fucking
random.
builder.
Some of these things do seem random, but I'm sure if we sat and thought about it long enough, we'd be able to put some things together.
Yeah.
But it's just the military march, the seaside town smell. It's just big suspiciousness.
Yeah.
So when we exit this book, we could be coming out in custody.
Mm, maybe we'll
Let's
just
just
stay
be prepared
here.
for that.
We'll just stay here. You know, whatever.
Oh, funky.
Yeah. Yeah, with the beholder.
Yeah. Let's go upstairs. The beholder's downstairs, so we can go upstairs. See what's going on.
Yeah, let's head upstairs.
Upstairs. All right.
Wait, okay, is there like a window up here? Like, how does it look out at us?
I'm sorry. What?
How does the beholder look out at us?
I don't know. I mean, I do, but you don't know. How are you gonna
but
find that out?
What is this thing?
What is that? It looks like from your from where you're looking at it, it looks like there's like a screen.
Okay.
Not like a screen, like a TV screen,
No,
but like a silk
like-
screen, kind of like cotton
okay.
screen.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to know, like, because obviously that had to be. It's like I was just wondering what I was actually looking at.
I'll say to Edsley, one thing, I noticed that the beholder really didn't want to turn his eye onto the bard, so if Horatio's really, 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 really nice to me, I might tell him maybe hang out right next to the bard at all times.
Yeah,
But
maybe
he
if he's
probably
really,
won't
really,
be that
really
nice. I doubt that will happen. So, but if he did, I would say that to him.
All right. So I'm gonna go back to the people in the ballroom. Do the people in the ballroom want to do anything besides keep partying?
Dancing, yeah.
Just keep dancing. Just keep partying.
Dancing, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, there's just NPCs.
There's
all
dancing
around.
and food and people.
It's-
Yeah.
It's just Preet dancing while Horatio stands
Oh,
there,
Preet would definitely
feeling very intimidated.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move over here, and I'm gonna like look around and keep like. I'm gonna have a look at Buttock but can I tell Buttercup what's it? She doesn't make commands to me, does she?
Buttercup.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
Felix would have.
Felix told her to listen to
Okay.
you, she wouldn't listen to you.
Fair enough.
She'll be friendly to you, but she's probably just gonna
Yeah, that's fine.
do her own thing.
I'm gonna keep an eye on her, and I'm gonna keep looking around.
Yeah. Shala's gonna eat herself some food. She's like, "Oh, free food."
There you go.
Okie dokie. That takes us to upstairs, people. You always want to go upstairs. So let's get you upstairs. And this is the first room that you see. I'll move you
Ooh.
two over. Bam!
Boop.
You make it to a landing at the top of the stairs.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a nice little landing.
So there's a door here.
No, those are windows.
Nope. Okay.
Windows.
Door.
There's windows all around. There's a door there, and then there's what appears to be a door,
Here?
and then a hallway. Yep. Door.
Hallway. Okay. Let's go up to this one first, I guess.
Okay. Planning on opening it up?
Fuck it. Open it.
Open it. There you go. It opens. Nothing seems to be locked. Funny. Nothing seems to be locked. Like, no one seems to care about security here. So this appears to be, it's a bedroom. It doesn't, for a mansion, it's not very big. So you take a guess that it's probably not the main bedroom, more like a guest bedroom than anything else. There's really, this bedroom contains a double bed and a spacious wardrobe. A large painting of a rock in flight hangs on the north wall.
A painting of a rock.
Yes, the flying creature thing.
The bird.
The
not
bird.
Not,
Yeah.
not, it's not made of stone.
Not a rock.
Not a rock, but
A rock. I don't know how to say it differently. Yes, the bird. A big bird.
No,
got a
it's
painting of a
pronounced
big
rock.
bird.
Like it's pronounced the same as the.
Yeah.
ROC.
ROC.
So does it look like it's been slept in, this room?
How are you gonna find that out?
Looking at it.
Just looking at it?
Yeah.
Roll perception. Let's give it a look.
I'll assist.
Okay.
With the 21, no. But you also, I mean, it doesn't look like it's been slept in anytime soon. This is also a mansion full of servants, so that doesn't necessarily mean it hasn't been slept in, because there's a good chance that it gets done whenever somebody sleeps in it.
Okay.
So it doesn't look like it's been slept in, is probably the best that you got there.
All right. So let's
Hallway.
what's over here?
So another door. So let's start with just to show you the rest of the hallway. The rest of the hallway, you can, now that you're there, can see down the hallway. There appears to be 2 more doors, and then it opens up to a nice big open area that seems to look down onto the ballroom. So it's a nice
Cool.
little balcony area where you can kind of, if you go up to it, you can see Preet down there dancing, and Buttercup and tWO and everybody, the whole crowd down there.
Okay. Is there any like door here? Or is
No,
this
there's
is
no
where it
window or
goes?
door. It's just, this is it. This is where it ends.
All right. So let me look over here.
This room? Okay.
Yeah.
Again, security left super lax in this mansion. I don't know why it'd be lax. As you enter this, you find yourself in a library. It's a nice little cozy library, candles everywhere, kind of lighting it up. Couple of walls just full of books, shelves and shelves of books. A ladder that lets you get up to the higher books and everything else. Big comfy armchairs, and what appears like a pile of books that just seem to have been like hastily pulled out, like someone was in a hurry to just grab a bunch of shit. And then a bottle of ink and a quill, but that looks like they've been left open and unattended. You also see a large stone statue that is rather intimidating.
I have a bad feeling about that statue.
I do too. However, I think it would be in our best interest to see if we can find the same book.
All right, you look for the book. Book. And I'll look
the
at
book that teleported us here.
I'm gonna look at this the stuff that's been left out and see what I can find out about it.
Let's start. Okay, so you want to look through the library for books. So you can roll an investigation for looking at the library for books.
Okay.
Felix, there's a bunch of books and notes on the desk. So you can roll an investigation for that stuff that's just been left out. Okay.
23.
So, Edsley, you look through it. There's so many books. There's just so many books. Like you scroll and like try to, like
I stab.
You look at the covers, but you're like, I can't read every single title. So many books. All right, Felix, you notice that the things that are written on the desk appear to be a book on the Underdark. And more specifically, it is open to a page that talks about beholders. And then on this book, on the margins, there seems to be some writing done in paper and ink. There seems to be some parts that are, some of the handwriting talks about the particular weird ability of beholders to warp reality and bring things to life from their imagination. There's also a note that seems to indicate like beholders typically live in the Underdark, so it's a little weird that they're here. And there's a hypothesis that Rencor dreamed himself into this demi-plane. And that is, since he's been here, weird shit has been happening. Like the reality of this demi-plane keeps being messed with. And the notes describe events very similar to what you have seen. Random noises that come out of nowhere, things having too much color, no color, smells disappearing, things like that. And the writer of the note is pretty sure that these are just the beholder accidentally warping reality just by being here. And then the last kind of quick scribble notes are about how the person who's writing this is scared of Ragnar. Sorry.
Ragnar.
All right.
So in that case, the beholder's not even technically here, but his dream self is.
Not necessarily. He could dream himself into here in reality.
Yeah. Beholders make their dreams reality. So he could have dreamed himself into being in this reality. Which is usually how beholders are born. But they don't have
control over. They don't really have control over it. So it's more like.
And beholders like dream themselves or other beholders into reality. Like it's wonky.
Yeah, beholders don't like have beholder sex. They just dream.
Yeah, they just dream, and then the beholder is born.
And then
so they're all incels.
And then they're like, "Fuck off."
Yeah, they really don't.
I mean, I suppose they could have beholder sex, but it's that's not how they procreate.
Yeah, beholders also don't like each other enough to probably have sex. Like beholders really hate other beholders. So
beholders are full of hate.
They are full of hate.
Any ideas other than any observations about Ragnar, like what he does when he's here, what he's like, what he's interested in?
Not in these notes, no. They all seem to be more worried about figuring out what Ragnar could do or not do, and his abilities.
Any ideas about that? Did they get anywhere with that?
Besides that's probably why weird shit is happening in Wisteria, and why and that Ragnar more than likely dreamed himself here from the Underdark.
And there's no mention of Quill?
No, like the name Quill doesn't show up.
Okay, so
does the handwriting look like Scraggs? Would you recognize it?
Scraggs was barely literate.
That's very fair. Very, very fair.
So I don't think it's him, unless he spent the last few years learning. But yeah, he was I'm assuming this penmanship is better than all that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. It looks like very refined penmanship, like someone who
so
lives in a
this
really
could be
fancy
Quill.
mansion. Penmanship.
Yeah, I mean, I think our working theory has to be that this is
So that means
This is
Quill
Quill
is
himself.
scared of the beholder.
which is smart.
Yeah, it is smart. I mean,
No one said he was dumb.
Nope.
Uh,
Just not a nice person.
not a nice person, but
He was corrupted, I guess, is really the thing.
yeah. And what else? What else? This doesn't have a lot of useful information for us. But let's keep looking. Let's see if we can confirm he could be a potential ally, I guess.
potential ally. And maybe we'll be able to help us figure out how to get out of here.
Okay.
Maybe.
So let's go in here.
Yep. Let's open this door. Pop.
Pop open. Nothing's locked, because why would anything be locked? You appear to have found the master bedroom. The furnishings and ornate decorations make it clear that this is Quill's bedroom. A large 4-poster bed draped in blue velvet occupies the middle of the room. Next to it is a dark wooden wardrobe and bedside table with a leather-bound journal sitting next to a vase of freshly picked flowers. Set on the east wall is a door, which is that door there. Oh, yeah, there.
Okay.
Quick question, Felix.
Yeah.
That intimidating statue.
Yeah.
We still haven't seen Scraggs. Could that statue be Scraggs? Did it look like Scraggs? I don't know what he looks like, really.
He looks like a goblin. I didn't think it looked like a goblin. Did it
No,
look
this
like
is way too big to be a goblin.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Okay.
it didn't look
I was
like
just
him.
wondering, because we haven't
No.
come across him yet.
Well, I don't think he'd be in the master bedroom, to be fair. But let's all right, so there looks like there's some notes over here. Does the
there's a journal there.
all right, let's look at the journal.
Ooh,
Okay.
let's read his diary.
Yeah. Okay. So, first general thing that you get out of the journal is that at first there's a lot of entries, almost daily entries, and they seem to belong to Quill. Quill talks about how he's been imprisoned here. He doesn't like it here. Everyone's too much of a suck up. How annoyed he is that he has to spend this. He's been captured. And then as he goes on, he's finding like, oh, look, I can't get hurt. That's kind of neat. And eventually kind of like, okay, this isn't too bad. People are a bit of suck ups, but at least I get good beer and whatnot. So that's kind of nice. And then the entries just starts to just kind of become sporadic and less frequent. Like it goes on for like a couple of months, and then it just becomes like every 6 months, maybe a year that goes by. So after a while, it seems he mentions how he's been in here for like 3 years in Wisteria. He mentions that he's been here for like 3 years, which isn't very long. And he starts to mention that he's really doubting that the Harpers were being honest about trying to find a cure for him, and that they just kind of wanted to get rid of him and brought him in here because they just couldn't kill him. And then he's just annoyed that he can't die because he's like, this is boring and stupid, and I can't get hurt. And then eventually he just starts talking about the beholder, about Reknor showing up like a month ago. And then a little bit after that, he just kind of mentions that he thinks that the beholder might be able to get him out of Wisteria. And that's the last entry.
Okay. Well,
So that could be really bad. if he's still corrupted, which I'm assuming he is.
I don't see any sign of him not being corrupted. Do I see any sign of him not being corrupted or getting better in any way?
I mean, he's not mentioning murder, but also he lives in a tiny village with really nice people who always suck up to him, so.
Yeah.
What would the cure be?
Well, that would depend entirely on what kind of crystal it was. Did he seem, when he was talking about what was happening to the world, did he seem, and I'm assuming this handwriting matches that?
Yeah, it matches the handwriting of the notes.
Yeah. Was he at all concerned about what? Did I get the sense he was worried or just like curious?
Yeah. Curiosity is what you get out of it.
All right. Well. All right.
It's definitely been longer than 3 years.
It's definitely been longer than 3 years.
To
us. It
us.
just feels like it's been 3 years.
Yes.
Here,
oh, great. Another time warp
moves.
thing.
Yeah, of course. We'll be back in 20 years will have passed again. Time Lord will be even more pissed off at us, even though it's totally not our fault.
We did not mean to time travel again.
All right, what's in here? What's in here?
It's a closet. It's full of clothes and stuff. Other clothes. Yeah, that's about. I mean, just looking around, it's a nice big walk-in closet.
Ooh, I've always
This was a room.
these.
This was a room too, right? This room.
Yeah, it's a room.
All right. Let's
Oh,
go.
okay. Well, let's go look in there.
And then look in there. All right, that is a bathroom.
Haha!
You found a bathroom. You found the bathroom. So you weren't wrong to look for one. You found a bathroom. It's just that. It's just a bathroom.
Weird that they would hide it all the way up here.
Yeah, seriously. You think they would have it in a part of the mansion where it's accessible to any guests?
I mean,
I'm more concerned that you appear to the toilet appears to go just down into the room below.
That actually looks like, old-timey castle toilets. They would have like a hole all the way down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but look what's been lowered.
Well, we can avoid shitting on their heads. Just
I mean, how much
Is
time
this
are
a
you going
room
to investigate
too?
the toilet?
Is this a room too? No, I don't
Yeah,
care
there
about the
seems to
toilet.
be. There's 2 doors there, so probably 2 rooms there.
Well, let's go back down and look at those other 2 doors.
Yeah, you have quite a few doors. You have 2 doors on the.
Yeah, it's
this
hard to tell
floor,
what's
and
a
then-
door around here.
Yeah, I did
Is this
not
a
make
door?
this map. That's a door. You guys
Okay,
are
well,
back in the
Alright.
downstairs floor.
okay, well, let's explore.
All right.
Let's see what happens to you. When you entered the mansion the first time, especially when you got into the ballroom, you could smell the great delicious food and whatnots. That seems to be gone at this point.
Can't smell shit.
You can't smell food. No, you can't smell food. You can't smell the delicious food. You can still smell Felix. You can still smell yourself. You can't smell the food.
Okay, so judging from what this is, it's the kitchen.
It'd be a kitchen. You have found a kitchen.
Yay. Other door?
That is a dining room. Bam. So dining room is it's dimly lit by golden candelabras resting on top of a rectangular dining table that has a silver place setting at the end of it. On the east wall hangs a large painting of an opulent banquet.
All right. What's over here?
It is, if I remember what the name of this room is,
This
it is a lounge. The lounge is warm and smells of wood smoke. Does it still smell like wood smoke? It smells like. It begins to rain on you guys when you walk in.
It happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's raining on you. It still smells like wood folk. Everything is nice and plush and comfy and inviting. On the west
And
wall
wet.
hangs a large painting of a forest. A fireplace crackles along the east wall. Above the mantel hangs a painting of two figures, one of whom has had her face scratched over with ink.
Hmm.
That's interesting. Okay.
This guy had a wife.
It's clearly a woman.
wife.
Did we remember? I don't remember hearing anything about a wife in this story.
I think I think he was married.
And it's just crossed out with ink. It's not like
Somebody like it's not like an oil painting and somebody took an ink pen to it. It's not like they have markers or spray paint.
how dare they? Oil paintings take for fucking ever.
Yeah.
How dare? Well, we could get Horatio in here and have him prestidigitate the ink away if we really wanted to.
I'm not sure. I'm right now. I'm like, where does the beholder hang out?
Everywhere.
No. This is the beholder's got to have his own lair. He's got to have his own little place. Are there any doors?
I have a feeling about that statue.
There are no doors in this room besides the one you walked in. There's a couple of windows.
Are there any doors that we haven't gone through yet?
Not that you can see.
Well, not even from here, as we were walking around.
Not that you remember. Not that you remember seeing. Like, you have hit all the doors that you have, like, obvious doors that are in this building. You have gone through them.
All right. Is there any stairs down instead of up?
No, it just goes up.
Let's go check out that statue.
What do you want to do with this? All right. Quickly.
It could lead to a secret passage. You never know.
Possibly.
Possibly?
Oh my goodness, possibly.
All right, so we're gonna look for secret passageways.
Someone can slap me
We're
later.
gonna go to a secret passage. You want to go to the library with the statue. Because someone is very much interested in that. Library, what's that?
I mean, I'm just trying to think outside the box here.
Oh, I'm all for it.
I'm trying to be smart for once.
Okay. What is your plan with the statue?
Do you want to help me investigate it?
Yes, I will. I will help you investigate it, see if we can find any levers or anything.
Anything that makes it. If that doesn't work, we can get Horatio up here to take a good look at it, but that might start to be a little bit obvious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna go in the bathroom.
I'm gonna
save in his bathroom.
That's true. I'm gonna save your next roll because I'm gonna go back to the peeps downstairs for a second.
It's an 18.
You've been partying. Perfect. Yep. You've been partying. As you continue to party, from the stage, from behind the stage, you see a very handsome young man step out, shush the band, and then begin to regale everybody with his wonderful tales of achievement as Quill. All the villagers gather around and clap and gasp and oohs and ahs throughout the whole story, which you are very certain you have heard multiple times in the last few hours that you've been in this village. You can only imagine how often these people have heard it, but they are still with full joy, just clapping away, enjoying it. He steps aside and this lovely beholder man comes on out. Buttercup stops functioning, and so does Trevor. As he looks across the crowd, waving his ears at eye stalks at everybody, and just kind of He blinks a couple of times, and your magic comes back, and
Yeah,
Trevor's fine. Yeah, Trevor comes back. He waves his hand. He's all like, "Oh!" And of course, and as the beholder comes out, Quill says, "Oh, of course, none of this wonderful village and our safety would be possible without the great Ragnar." And everybody cheers and claps. The great Ragnar, the great Ragnar. You made this village possible, and we are only here because of your blessing. And Ragnar just kind of looks around and bows, like, you are my greatest creation. You are, I have achieved such great things making all of you. And okay. I am pleased that you are all happy here. Continue with the festivities, and I shall be off for now, but know that I am always here to protect you, my creations. And then he wanders back off to stage, leaving Quill to kind of mingle with the rest of the people.
So
I'm gonna stay with the ballroom group for a second.
Yeah, it's just we're chilling.
I just wanted to say out of character that what it's seeming like right now is that Quill is leading this beholder to think that this is his creation, even though this is the pocket dimension where that was created to keep him. But he's scared of the beholder and wants to learn about the beholder, so he's making them think that they're the ones that made this.
All right, ballroom group. What would you all like to do?
Can I move again?
Yeah, you can move. Everything's fine. Back to being normal.
All right, I think I'm gonna say to Horatio, I'm gonna try to charm Quill.
Okay.
Yeah. Where is he now? Is he talking to some villagers?
Yeah, he's just telling them stories about his great achievements.
Of course.
Of course he is.
All right, I will get out my guitar and approach him from behind.
Mm-hmm.
And I will start to musically narrate the story as he's telling it. So dramatic music if it's a dramatic moment, light music if it's a light. And I basically want to get on his good side. So, performance?
Go for it.
All right. $22.
Okay. 22. That's not the die I want. He immediately drops his guard. And you, sir, have such a lovely way with words. And to tell my tale with such gusto, it is amazing. What is your name? I don't believe I have met you here.
No, I'm Preet.
Get him, Preet.
Go in and give him a squeeze of his hand. See how he responds.
Oh, he puts both hands on you, on your hand. That's a very firm handshake you have there.
Oh, well, I spend a lot of time playing with my instrument. Keeps my hands strong.
Well, if you ever need a partner to practice with, you just let me know.
Yeah, well, this is I heard your speech. It's quite impressive. But I'm new here. I don't quite understand. Everyone in the room seemed to have a framework for it, but can you explain it like I'm new?
When you say that you're new, he becomes a lot more cut off, and it's like, oh, you're new here.
Yeah, I kind of think some friends and I accidentally triggered something and we found ourselves here.
I see. You probably have read all of my great exploits.
I've
Yeah,
yeah, I'm very familiar with them.
yeah, they're pretty great. And he starts kind of stepping back away from you. I have some business to attend to. Sorry we can't chat any longer. And walks behind stage.
Blew that. Well, I learned something too. All right.
It's
Hella
time to get the
sus.
fuck out.
So I'll go over to where there's still drinks, even if there isn't food, right?
Yeah, there's drinks. Yeah, plenty of
All
drinks.
right. So I'll head over to like where the drinks area are, and motion for Horatio to come over and meet me, and then tell him what happened and his reaction and everything.
Where?
Buy the drinks.
That doesn't tell me anything.
What do you mean where?
Well, you're just standing in the middle of the room.
Oh, I don't know. Where are the drinks?
There's tables with drinks there. You can honestly just go stand by a table and have plenty of drinks there.
All right. I didn't realize you were waiting for me to move my token. I thought this was theater of the mind. So.
well, considering
What?
he's
my thing is being stupid.
There
You
you
know
go.
how sometimes it gets. Yeah, thank you.
considering that we might be entering combat at some point with
Okay,
him.
well, I
that's
didn't
why
anticipate that, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can stand here. I'll put you by this table, and this can be your drink table.
Okay. We need to get out of here.
We can't go where we're trapped. Even if we're not in this house, we're trapped in this dimension.
Yes, but in this room, the beholder will be able to stare at all of us. There's nothing to hide behind.
Oh, okay. Well, when you said here, I thought you meant this building, not this room.
This building.
Well, there's probably better places, more confined places with limited vision or more obstacles.
We need obstacles.
Yeah. Well, let's go find the others, and maybe they found some places. Because they don't leave this place, right? People haven't seen them, so it's here or nowhere. Can't wait for them to go into town. They don't need anything. They have everything brought to them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think we should get the troops and head out in the hallway. See if we can track down Felix and Etzley.
All right.
I will step out into the hallway.
Okay, out to the hallway. Okay, we're gonna go up to the other folks real quick. So, upstairs folks, you rolled an 18 to investigate the statue. As you, Felix, since you're doing the investigating, as you like run your hand down it to like try to like get a good like, are there seams, are there levers, like buttons, what's going on here? You swear you don't like it seems faint and it seems kind of weird, but you swear it just giggled when you like touched it. Like it like
I try and
Ticklish
tickle
statue?
it. I tickle it. Tickle, 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 tickle.
it starts to
tickle
laugh and
me.
like put its paws out at you and like and then goes back to being frozen and looking menacing.
Uh-huh. Who's a hungry statue? Who's a cute statue? Tickle, 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 tickle.
You eventually get it tickling so much that it rolls on the ground and is just like flailing its legs around.
Like, hey, what's your name, cutie?
It just looks at you. Just looks at you.
Oh, come on. Talk to Felix.
Just blank stare at you. No thought. No thought in his brain.
Are you hungry?
Empty brain.
Empty brain. No thought.
Hmm.
When it moved, did it open up a path of some sort?
Nothing that you saw or heard in here.
Let's think.
As you're sitting there
Why would there be a
thinking,
giggling
it goes back
statue?
to being its guard and just gets all grumpy looking again.
If I hold out, what do statues eat? If I hold out like some rations to it and say, "You hungry?"
It completely ignores you. There's
Okay.
no interest in them.
Only interested in tickles.
I don't know if it's interested in them or just, responds.
Yeah, it doesn't like, it'll just kind of looks at you afterwards. It doesn't seem to like want anything or asking, like giving you more, like it's just looking at you because you're the one who did it, not because it wants anything from you. It's just you did this, and then it goes back to being a guard, and as if nothing had happened. No further acknowledgement of your existence.
Something.
Well, I think it probably is just a guard of some sort.
Well, it's a really bad guard if you could just get past it by tickling it.
Yeah, but also, we didn't do anything. Like, we just looked around the library. We didn't hurt anything. We didn't. So. Could just be even an observer. A construct. Something like Buttercup.
There has to be some kind of secret entrance to somewhere. This can't be it.
I think we should go down on the floor. I feel like we need to find, maybe that place with the stupid bear rug and the mantle with all the stones. That seems how possible. I'm like, bye, Tickles.
Like if there was a place for a secret entrance, it would either be the library or, yeah, like you said, downstairs.
It's through the toilet.
When you make it downstairs, you see that your companions have kind of gathered out in the hallway.
Oh, hey guys.
All right.
Hey, downstairs guys. That's Lee and Felix walk by.
Hey. We're going to go look for secret passageways in this room.
There's a beholder. We need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Dude.
I know. We came across
And do
him.
what?
He keeps freaking
Not-
out about the beholder.
Not
He just
fight
can't
him in
talk about
here.
anything about the beholder.
Fighting
Dude.
a beholder here will.
I'm gonna ignore him and go into the room.
Yeah, me too.
We
We're
will
too busy
follow.
trying to find a secret entrance.
Okay. Preet's
need
following into the room.
Yep.
Okay. There goes Preet. You got Preet, Felix, and that's
I'm
in the
gonna
room.
go.
You're gonna go in the room too? Okay, everyone's crowding into the room, I guess.
All right, everybody.
Buttercup seems happy to see you.
Buttercup! You should have seen the tickly guy I met.
Preet's gonna
Let's see.
close the door now that we're all in here.
Good idea. What is
All
that
right.
bizarre painting? What
Okay,
is
when
the-
you walk into the room, you hear. Remember those umbrella things? No, that's the gushy thing. The umbrella things, the flappity flaps. You hear the flappity flaps of the umbrella things in this room, just everywhere. Like there's just a swarm of them. Like you don't see any, you don't feel anything. It just sounds like there's a swarm of umbrella things in this room.
All right, so I say press to digitate so we can see that person's face. And
Okay,
we'll
I
look for
will-
secret entrances.
I'll attempt to see if I can clean off their picture.
Yeah,
All right.
you can press it. It's just a blot of ink, so
Yeah.
you can clean it. There's a very lovely woman behind it. No one whose face you recognize.
All right, Preet, give me some love. Give me some guidance. So
Yeah,
we can-
coming right up. Quitting.
All right.
But love.
I'm giving all the obvious places a very solid investigation. And I'll have
Okay, name me the solid places that you're
all
investigating.
right. So here, the whole stones, the hearth. I want to look under the rugs.
And
I
Etzli
want
can
to
help.
look behind the paintings.
Yeah, I can help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Etzli, Pre, and Felix are all investigating this stuff. Perfect.
Yes.
Roll. Do a bardic or do a guidance, whichever one. Do the things.
Okay. Investigation. 22. What is the guidance?
Mine's a D4.
Two.
24.
Okay.
Horatio, why are you laughing like that?
Because it's a count. Because I did.
Okay, that's the count.
earlier.
Okay.
It's a count.
You look around. Is there anything special in this room that you can find? Let me check. I know there is something special, but something besides the one thing that I know. Where are you guys at? Backstage? No, where are you? Thing that I need. The lounge. Nothing of real interest. Like you look through the stone. There's nothing of real interest. Anything? All right, we're here under the rug. You all watch Felix go to check behind the painting. And as she touches it, you see her body just get stretched out and sucked right into the painting, and she is no longer in this room.
Oh shit!
I follow after her.
You just go and touch the painting. Okay.
Yeah, just immediately.
You see Esley do the exact same thing. Just
oh shit!
Oh shit!
we better go after them.
Yeah, let's go. Everyone, leave. Go in.
With everyone, you all get sucked on in and disappear from this room, and that is where the simulation is going to end for this session.
Okay.
Oh right, because it's an
It
hour.
seems like we have a pattern of teleporting somewhere and then the session ending there.
Remind me what that painting was of.
That painting was in
it
that
the rock?
room. No,
That
was
a forest.
upstairs.
The rug was up
That was
there.
upstairs.
Yeah, that was a forest.
Mm.
It was a painting of a forest that you got sucked into.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
interesting.
Yes.
That's where we be. I got nothing else for you. I mean, I do, but
Yeah, not for tonight.
not for tonight.
Yeah, so to find out what happens next, come back next time. Same bat time, same bat channel. But until then, all that's left to be said is goodbye from me and goodbye from the party. Say goodbye, party.
Goodbye.
bye,
party.
Hey. They did the bit.
Uh,
What was